Hello and welcome everybody to Evasion for the EU Solo Battles Group B. Man, Stage B, I'm excited about today. We have another round of some of the best EU competitors going head to head, and I am joined by two wonderful members of the TARKOV community today. Vaughn, how are you?
Doing amazing. Excited for today, Bunny. Real excited for today.
Good, yeah. Von Helsing, and also Sick Degenerate, number 2 in the trios for Evasion. What's going on, Sick?
Just decided to cast this one instead of play.
I mean, you're not in the EU. I knew you were thinking about flying to EU to live there to try to play in this one, but, you know, timing, everything like that, they wouldn't allow it.
Yeah, it got a little messed up, travel plans, COVID, the whole thing.
Yeah. But welcome both of you. It is absolutely a pleasure to have you guys here with me today. I am your host once again, Unfluffy Bunny, and we're excited for what is going to unfold today. We saw a lot yesterday in Group A. Some of the competitors got TARKOV'd, and I'm excited to see if the competitors today are also going to get TARKOV. But I want to go ahead and take a minute and welcome everybody to Evasion. If you guys don't know what Evasion is the premier TARKOV tournament experience. We do everything from solo battles, duo battles, trios, and beyond. Wink. But yeah, we've got a lot going on today. So if you guys have not experienced this, what it is we have 4 competitors competing today. They are going to be going head-to-head in 5 different events. And they are going to be fighting it out for a chance to move on for some prize money, which is all sponsored by BSG this season. So let's go ahead and take a look at who is in Stage B. Today we have a British Ubba, we have Tangerine Rabbit, Acid Fire, and Gary TV. So a very stacked group of people today. Vaughn, who is the one that you're looking forward most to seeing how they play?
I would love to see Tangerine Rabbit pop off today. I've been to his stream a couple times. The guy is an absolute monster. I'm real excited to see this guy play. That's all I got to say.
Very nice. Yep, and so Tangerine Rabbit is actually one of our reserves. Unfortunately, Prophet FMJ could not make it today due to some work, obligations. We all understand how that is. So Tangerine Rabbit actually is one of the reserves stepping up today. Do you think that's going to affect him, Sick?
For sure. There's definitely a little bit of a last minute, nervousness to coming on in and stepping up to the plate. But we've seen in past evasion competitions, the person that comes in last minute, a little bit of a wild card could pop off, could, maybe spoil some things for others, but we'll see what happens. I'm rooting for him.
Perfect. Well, let's go ahead and get into a little bit more about Evasion. Guys, if you don't know, you can find all of the information that you're looking for over at evasion.gg. So if you're curious about any of the rules that the solo competitors will be having today, make sure you go over there, evasion.gg. There's the rules. You want to compete in the event, there is information about applications. There is also a calendar on the website that will tell you exactly when each event is happening, what time, and they take special care for specific things like this evening, where everybody here in the United States is going to be experiencing that wonderful time change where we fall back and get an extra hour of sleep there. So make sure you head over to the website for all of that information. And if you're not already, follow Evasion on all of the socials for more up-to-date information. You can find Evasion at evasion_GG on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and specifically make sure you follow them on YouTube. That way you can find VODs for all of the competitions from here going forward. Everything you want to know, you want to rewatch trios, you want to watch solos for NA, get some ideas about how to be a better player, maybe what to do, maybe what not to do, because we have seen some of those examples. All of that can be found on youtube.com/evasion_GG. Oh, man. So with that being said, I think we're getting ready. We're getting pumped. The excitement's building. Gentlemen, are you guys ready for some high energy TARKOV action? Vaughn, I mean, you always seem ready. You're always excited, Vaughn.
Dude, I love Tarkov, man. I don't know what to tell you guys. I love watching Tarkov. I love playing Tarkov. I'm ready for today. These tournaments are always so fun to watch, especially the cast.
Yeah, and I gotta say, being with both of you gentlemen, like you guys always, when you're playing Tarkov, you always seem happy, even when you're sad, and it's a very weird thing.
It's all a lie, Bunny. That's the trick.
News to me.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the first event that our competitors are going to be playing in. That is the Factory Gun Game. Now, if you guys may remember, Factory, Gun Game is a game that we've been playing for quite a long time, whether it was in another game. So we've kind of adapted that here for Tarkov. Each one of our competitors is tasked with going into Factory. They're going to be alone. This is their own solo raid. And what they have to do is kind of get a kill and then pick up the person that they killed and use their primary weapon. Sick, let me ask you, what would be your strategy for this? What are you thinking about going into this map?
I am meleeing every single thing I see. I'm going for max points, looking to put up a nice big score to start the day and set the tone, if you know what I'm saying.
Very true, yeah, because this map, here at Evasion, we always try to have a kind of a warm-up map for the competitors. So it's an interesting one, and we've seen a lot of points, way more points than I thought was going to come out of Factory Gun Game, come out of it. Vaughn, go ahead and tell the people exactly what the rule set's going to be for this gun game.
Oh, baby. All right. This is going to be Factory Gun Game. Players going to be loading in solo. Location's going to be Factory Day. The time limit is going to be the map timer, so you have all the time in the world to do what you need to do to get some points on the board. For the objectives, we got PMCs are tasked with swapping weapons with their last kill's primary weapon. Points are gained for killing scavs and PMCs. Bonus kill for melee kills. If you melee kill, you have to take their primary weapon still. The rules for the loadout has to start with a pistol. Any meds and armor are allowed. Not allowed are going to be throwables, thermals, IRs, T7s, night visions, and run-throughs. For points, scavs are 1 point. PMCs with no tag, 1 point. PMCs with a tag will be 3. Melee kills are 1 point. You kill Tygilla with 5 points, and extraction will be another 5 points.
I gotta be honest, guys. I'm a little sad that we're not doing this last weekend with the event that was happening for Halloween with all of the cultists on this map.
God.
I think that would have made. I think we would have seen some very interesting gameplay if this was still last weekend. Sink, what do you think would have happened?
Personally, this is from experience. I think we would have seen a lot of quick raids, potentially a lot of no point raids. Just, there was a lot of stuff going on Factory that I think a pistol might not necessarily be able to deal with to get the snowball rolling.
Very true. Very true. Vaughn, let me ask you, if you run into Tygilla right off of the get-go, and all you have is a little, maybe like a Glock 18C with a barrel drum, do you just unload that into that man, or do you run away to try to find somebody else to kill? Because we know he's going to chase you with that sledgehammer.
I run away. I'm going to be honest with you guys. You run away, try to get a better gun. As soon as you get a better gun, if you can get a better gun, then go back for Tygilla. I don't think I'm trying to even fight him with a pistol, I'm going to be honest. I've died to him with the mutant. That's just how I play.
You're like, look, I'm using the best weapon in the game and I died. There's no way I'm doing this with a pistol.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Well, let's take a look at, the competitors here. I don't know if any of them actually is like, if they are factory mains or have ever been factory mains, because we know that a lot of the older Tarkov community, if you were a competitor in Tarkov, Factory before Labs was our PvP map. If you wanted just nonstop PvP, this is the map that you went to. So it's interesting to see how many of these are newer players and maybe haven't used Factory for that. So, I mean, Vaughn, were you ever a, Factory PvPer, or did you always just live on Labs?
I've played a decent bit of Factory for like Punisher and whatnot. I will say it is a lot of fun killing people with Tazes and pistols when you have slicks and Altons on. I'm not proud of it. I'm not a proud man. I never said that, but I do enjoy it from time to time.
So, so we got the Can they hear us? All right, guys. So we are having just one small technical difficulty. It will be just a moment, and we will get started. The competitors are competing right now, so just give us one second. So be with us just for a minute. We're gonna hang out and talk about what might be happening right now. All right, Sick. What do you think is unfolding that we can't see?
I just saw the craziest thing. You guys aren't even.
The office. Someone just shut the office door. Hopefully it's a Timmy. No grenades is going to be... Cool. What's he got in here? 7mm buckshot. Hell no, baby. Magnum dong all the way. Alright, nice. Okay, beautiful. Now we've got a shotgun with Magnum. We could probably go chow that guy again. If we can find him. That PMC, dude. I hear a scav. Oh my god.
All right, guys. I think that I'm back. Can you guys hear me in chat?
Oh, we got it. 7 mil. They're obsessed with 7mm buckshot, dude.
Are we good?
I need his mags.
Yes, perfect. All
this is
right,
bad.
guys. I'm going to take over casting until we get the other 2 casters back in.
do this.
We're tuning in right now with British Ubba. Going ahead and getting into it with Gary using a melee down below.
Okay, we're good. He's fucked off.
British using a shotgun, switching over to a Saiga, picking that up, trying to find any other, any other rounds. Going ahead and searching, picking up a little money. Might as well get into it.
An AK. Okay.
Ooh.
We go.
Gary's looks like putting back on his arm in the bottom
Let's
right-hand
make our life a
corner.
little bit easier here, shall we? We'll drop
Oh,
that.
deciding to cancel that.
and then
Oh
we'll
no, he
slap
did
the
get it
extra
off.
100
The
from
arm
the
is
pistol on this
red.
bad boy so we can put a laser on, and then we can leg people. Hell yeah.
Oh, British is getting toxic, deciding to leg people. This is going to be
Give me them
interesting.
toes, boys. Where are they?
And remember, they've got to get the kills and then switch out for their primary weapons. We appreciate everybody hanging tight while we had those technical difficulties, but we got some action going on, and everybody's jumping into it. Looks like somebody's over at Extract, lighting up for British. Oh, getting those legs with that Saiga.
Oh!
All
I've been
right,
all tabbed.
sick.
No way.
What is going on?
Not like this.
Welcome back.
Buddy, we're back.
We
I'm
are
ready to
back.
Jump into it.
We got
British
British going
popping
ahead and
off.
picking. Yeah, he is really popping off. All right, I believe that Vaughn will also be back. Casters, this is all you guys. Take it away. Let the people know what's happening.
Vaughn, welcome back. Good to see you. British is currently on a
He has
rampage, taking out every scab he runs into.
This guy's juiced.
Yeah, thank goodness. Got to be back.
Unfortunately,
And
with the
as soon as we get back, there's already so much action going. Oh, is that a Taz? Jeez.
That's a Taz headshot. We're back to the Saiga. British,
Absolutely
I don't know
stacked.
what
No,
point we
couldn't
jumped
have
in,
got
but we've
better
seen at
toss.
least
Alright,
5 or 6 points from him already.
to our other side.
And also doing a little bit of weapon
grab
modification
this.
in raid, making sure he's got the laser,
Drop
making sure
that.
he's got the
Okay, then
flashlights
drop
on his gun,
this. And
regardless
one
of if it's a
laser.
scav gun or not.
And, go back to legs. Give me them toes, boys.
He looks
Vaughn,
really
what
well
do you think?
composed. I like how he's doing this. He's already got a plan. He's got the new gun. He's got the laser on it. Now he's going for another kill. He's moving. He's moving quick. That's hard to do on factory, especially when you're trying to swap guns the entire time. That's where a lot of people you see resort to melees.
That made my life so much easier, man.
We see Gary picking up a kill in the bottom right. Unfortunately, looks like he has to switch to a VPO. Well, we'll see what happens.
Ideally, if you kill a scab, what are you looking for here, Sig?
It has to be an
Oh,
AK or a
man.
leg meta shotgun, and oh man, another one for British, and another shotgun too. He is in
Is he
great shape.
flash too? Oh no.
What have we got? Express buckshot. Okay.
I don't mind getting shotguns in this event. I feel like this is a good spot to get a shotguns on.
All right.
You're looking for these player scabs to come in and hopefully to one-shot them in the chest because they have no armor.
How long do we have, Preppy? Is it just the whole?
Absolutely,
the
Vaughn.
rate?
Absolutely.
Yep, rate timer.
British is on the hunt for sure. He's
Chat, let's do it. We're just flat.
I don't know. This is really impressive.
I am the sun.
He's getting a nice string of weapons. He's getting a nice string of player scabs coming in.
I have
He's
the
searching
sun.
for sure. He'll traverse the whole map probably 2, 3, 4 times before he finally departs. Vaughn, what do you
Yeah.
think? You want the AK? You want the shotty? What are you looking for?
I don't know. British made that Saiga look really nice. It looks like Gary just got another kill.
Give me them
Man,
legs.
he's just getting nothing but tosses. It's so unfortunate.
Or don't.
Another nice shot from British.
Oh no.
Let's see what weapon he has to pick up.
Peek me. I'm risking it.
PM pistol, PM pistol.
Oh,
Oh,
Mosin. That's not
Did
bad.
you hear that? Did you hear the disappointment in his heart?
Oh,
he makes it work immediately, dude. No shot.
and Gary in the bottom right with the poor Taz. Just
Oh,
just
no.
trying his best.
I gotta be honest.
No,
I
this guy's got
would
VPO. What is this?
I'd be panicking a little bit here.
Horrific. Who uses this?
Oh, there
He
we go.
finally picks
Gary
up the
got him.
kill. God, we love the Taz, don't we?
Okay, that'll do. That'll do. Ooh,
We love the Taz.
have to make an executive change.
British with a VPO of his own. Ooh, doing a little ammo swap. That is a lucky turn of events for Gary.
Okay.
Has the 366 AP instead of the Gexa. You might be able to actually, you know, do a little bit of damage with that bad boy.
I think my favorite part about this whole map, this whole event, is whenever you find a really bad, like you find a Taz and you just hear that sigh of, oh god, no, every single time from every player. Looks like we got Acid here. Tangerine's unfortunately out of the raid, but Acid is running around with the pistol right now. Let's see what he can do with it.
Acid appears to be taking his time. You know, playing a little bit slower than British and Gary collectively.
Getting another kill, man. Oh, isn't that just disappointing? I've been there, Acid. Don't worry. 4, 5, 6 shots. They keep walking it off. Don't worry. I've been there.
2 pistols. Pistol for British. Pistol for Acid. Gary with a Saiga, I believe. Everybody's kind of, you know, going through the motions of the scav weapons.
Come on, Acid. Come on, baby. Oh, man. Oh, no. I feel you, Acid. Don't worry. We've all been there. This next one, I believe Acid gets it. This next one, I believe he gets it.
You think? Next one?
At what point do you pull out the melee?
Immediately?
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Don't worry. Watching Chusky do it during NA was awesome. Did he get it? I can't tell if he got him there.
I don't think he got him. You could tell the nerves a little bit getting Acid. We're going to hop on in. Oh.
There we go, Acid. Let's go. Now he's got to make the swap.
Oh, wait.
He just goes for the second kill. He doesn't even swap weapons. That one won't count as points, but it does clear the threat for him to actually swap weapons here now.
That's an excellent point, Vaughn. Sometimes you just got to take care of business, establish an area where you're safe and sound, you know?
You have to establish dominance in the side of Factory. That's how you play Factory. We got Gary TV here with the SKS. I absolutely hate those iron sights.
I'm not a big fan myself. Look at how it bounces, trying to pick
can't
off
see
the
much.
scav. I don't think he got him.
I don't think so either. He's got shot at. Let's see what he does here. I think with the SKS, you got to play a little closer. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. I think you just got to kind of barrel stuff it.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Get the PS rounds into the chest.
Yep. Everyone says the SKS is the best gun early wipe. It's the Mosin for me. I can't deal with these iron sights. I can't deal with these iron sights.
Oh, nice free.
I didn't even see him there. Hey, good shot. Good shot. There we go. We can rotate off. Now we got a Vepr Hunter to swap out with.
Vaughn, do you like the Vepr Hunter irons? You a fan of those?
I'm gonna be honest. They're not as bad. I don't mind them. If I get anything though, I'll throw PKO6 on it at this point. Oh, here we go. Acid with a PMC. It looks like.
Acid is in rough shape. He's gonna have to retreat with the Mosin.
Buddy. Keep your cool.
No, never.
If I'm gonna be honest, if there's any gun to take a PMC out with it, this is it.
Time to play my favorite game, or Ring Around the Rosie. Always using those barrels as cover. Oh, and he gets chased down.
Oh, Acid. GG's, buddy. Nice try, man. Nice try. I thought your favorite game was Extract Camping, Sick. I can't remember.
No, that's just for you, Vaughn. Back on board with British Hubba. Still in the raid. Still tanking the shots.
Tank's a headshot. Why don't my helmets do that?
Vaughn, we know why. British on the second floor. Just playing it nice, calm, cool, collected. Him and Gary still in the raid, definitely milking their time here.
Other than the ringing in my ear. It's really irritating. Dude, these player scabs don't mess around. Why do I have to get the sweat?
How many more points do you think they could put up, Vaughn? 5 minutes, what do you think?
Spawning in now, I'd probably say a good 3 or 4 player scavs, maybe another AI scav. So probably around 5 points if you play the entire raid through. The only thing is, like British was saying, these player scavs are crazy and they push you like no other. They have nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose, especially when they see a wrist T and a Thor armor,
Okay, my armor's
and they
not good.
probably have buckshot because
They
that's
also
how it
don't know
goes.
that Thor armor is zeroed. That's the scary thing right now.
You know me, I'm greedy.
I'm surprised British did not bring a backup armor. We saw that from a lot of
Oh, he
players.
fell. Oh my god, please.
Question for you, Sick. Would you play for the extract now that your armor's zeroed, or would you try to go for a couple scavs?
Come on, Scavies.
I'm definitely going for them all. I'm trying to rack up points, set the tone early. You never know
That guy is-
when 1 or 2 or 3 points could swing it. And what a
Alright,
shot
we're
from
gonna
British.
get his gun.
Now he's got to go across and get that weapon. That's a far
You know what,
far
Chance?
run to get that.
Our armor's low. We killed that guy. We'll take it. We'll just leave. You know what? We'll take the 5
Oh,
points.
okay.
I like you know what? I like this play from British. I like this play from British.
Why do you like the play, Vaughn?
He's secured as many. He's got a ton of points we've seen already. He's got no armor. He just got a long range kill with a pistol. You know what? I'd call it an extra. I'd get the 5 points out.
GG's. We take those, chat. We'll just take
All
them.
right, that's a good raid from British. 20 points.
Survived.
Or
GG's,
15
British,
points to
GG's.
start it.
We killed.
That's a good tone setter. But we still have Gary in raid,
No idea how many
and it
points.
looks like he's got a Vepper.
Come on, something
A
shoot
Vepper
me.
hunter could still be searching for a few points here. He's got 330 remaining. He's gonna be. I would love to see like a pedometer, a step counter for these guys in this specific raid.
He's playing. He's at the point where he just wants somebody to shoot at him so he can shoot back.
He's taunting
just
the whole
hoping somebody's
lobby,
there.
voice calming.
Yep, I love
Look
it.
at me, look at me. But I like this. He's definitely
Wow,
being.
bodies. Yeah, a lot of bodies there.
He's definitely being a little bit more aggressive than British, a little bit more he's sprinting more, just piles of bodies after piles of bodies.
This is gonna be a
What?
good raid for Gary. This is gonna be a really good raid for Gary.
Yes, we murdered everybody.
I hope so. And if at some point you just don't see anybody, you just, you take it out, you take your extract and move on to the next round. But Gary and British both putting up tremendous scores. It looks like Gary was able to pick up a PMC kill.
Maybe here.
Vaughn, how would you handle interacting with PMCs in the gun game?
You know what? Depending on what pistol I have, if I have a shrimp, I would take a pistol or a PMC fight right at the beginning. And I think that's kind of what Gary did. You can unless he ended up waiting for the Saiga. I don't think really we saw the actual PMC kill, but more than likely that's what the push for me would be. I mean, if you were able to land a headshot with the pistol, it's GG's for whoever that is.
And as we count down 2 minutes remaining, desperately searching, any extra point could make the difference between advancing and not advancing. And Gary is definitely capitalizing on his time. But as he walks on over to extract, I think that's going to be it for our final competitor. And there he goes out to extract. What a good start for our boys here.
That is a huge raid for Gary. GG's, buddy.
Okay, make sure you don't skip the scene the screen that has all your kills on it, so I can verify your score.
Right, that's a GG, I guess.
Guys, welcome back. Oh man, dude, that after the technical difficulties, that was some great Tarkov action that we had. Now, what I want to talk about something real quick before we move on. Something I noticed during that was British Ubba specifically. Did you guys notice that in his backpack he had multiple mags full of ammo?
I did notice
see
that. I
that.
didn't know if he was able to pick that up off of a player, but he could have brought it in with the anticipation of picking up various scav guns, and I think that's a very unique and interesting way to attack the gun game. I really liked it.
Mm-hmm. And that was the tactic that I saw. Was while I was sitting here watching it, he had the mags with the AP rounds. So when he picked up the VPO 209, he unloaded 2 AP rounds from that, put it into the VPO 209, and then used that. It was like no matter what he picked up, he had the best ammo for it. That was a strategy I've never seen before. That was like some big brain 5-head stuff that like is on another level. Vaughn, what did you think of going into that and watching these competitors?
To be honest, I expected some melee kills, and I'm actually happy they didn't go that way because we saw left and right. I mean, British was just killing scavs left and right. They were pushing him like crazy, especially at the extract. It was just a lot. I mean, imagine if he had a melee kill. He could have, maybe a couple seconds could have been shaved off, but other than that, I mean, it was played flawlessly, honestly.
Yep. And Sick, you know, it's unfortunate that Acid went down underneath. So can you kind of break down what Acid was doing when he died there?
Oh, absolutely. He was in a little bit of a rough spot. We've all been there before. He ran into a player or a player's scav, took out a lot of his limbs, you know, really hit him hard, blacked out a couple limbs as well. He was trying to retreat, and then he started playing Ring Around the Rosie, using the barrel to rotate around, use it as cover. And then he thought, just for a brief second, he thought he could run down the hallway, and unfortunately, you know, it happens to all of us. He got chased down and put down.
It does. Well, let's take a look at the brackets. They are up to date. We have in first Gary TV with 20 points, British Ava with 15, coming in third as of right now, Tangerine Rabbit with 6, and Acid Fire with 3. And as we have seen over and over, whether it was NA or yesterday, the first round, I mean, the points matter, but there is a lot of competition still to come. Remember, the competitors from today we're taking the first and second place. That's what they are battling for to move on to the semifinals next weekend, where the runner-up from Group B will be going to our top bracket, and the winner from Group B will be moving to the bottom bracket. So, very, very interesting. So, we got an interesting poll up in chat. Who are you guys cheering for today? Who is the fan favorite? And this is something I'm always curious about. Like, who is going to be the fan favorite for today? I kind of like to root for the underdogs. You know what? I'm gonna vote for Tangerine Rabbit myself right now. So Tangerine, I'm voting for you just because I'm a bunny, you're a rabbit. It makes sense. It makes sense that's how that unfolds. Oh. So I'm excited to see what the results are going to be for that. Vaughn, you Sick? You guys voting real quick? Who are you guys voting for?
I voted. Don't make me say it.
Oh,
That's all I gotta ask.
Okay, all right. Got to keep it to. Got to keep that one close to the chest. I got you. What
I'm
about
rooting
you,
for
Sick?
Gary.
You're rooting for Gary?
I think he has a
Nice.
really good shot. You know, he's in first place.
You're going with just the top dog. I got you. You're the kind of person that roots for the Patriots every year.
I was
But
about to say
I
Patriots
think-
fan as
How
well.
dare you? How dare you?
But guys, what we are going to do is we're getting ready for our next competition, which is a little bit of a different style of competition. We are forcing our competitors to play a little slower, a little smarter with the customs rat run. So the competitors here are going to be going through the map with the entire objective of not killing anybody and just kind of looting it up. Sick, what's your strategy for this? If you were a competitor, I mean, it's a difficult one.
Listen, buddy, I've talked about this time and time again. I am an agent of chaos. I am looking for my fellow competitors, and I am looking to put them down. If they can't
Okay.
get points, I can still get points. That is all that matters to me. I'm looking out for number one.
Gotcha. So the negative points don't matter to you much here. Well, you know what? Go ahead and Sick. Tell the folks at home exactly what we can expect from this.
Absolutely. This is the rat run on customs. You know, everybody gets excited for a rat run. The PMCs are tasked with looting. Everybody loves to loot and get as many points for their found and raid items as possible. But there's a caveat. They try to remain a pacifist and they lose points for killing enemies. Their loadouts can be any weapon, any armor, a trizit bag, 2 stims, 4 non-lethal grenades, and not allowed are, of course, GL, MK18, your Reapers, your Fleers, T7s, and run-throughs. And you get -3 points for Scavs, -4 points for a PMC, -5 for killing Rashala, +5 for an extract, and plus 0.5 for each found in raid item.
Lots of points to be lost on this map and some to be gained. It's a very interesting game type. I do want to point out that who are you cheering for? Ubba is the winner with 43% of the votes. A lot of people pulling for British Ubba. I think the strat that British came in kind of sealed that vote. Now, Vaughn, I want to ask you, do you agree with your co-caster here about murdering your competitors? I mean, -4, if you were to get all 3, that's -12 points. Is that okay? Like, are you okay with that? Or do you think he's a little maybe not sane?
So we saw in the last in the NA, we saw Gino sit on top of a tree and kill one of the competitors at Extract. Now, do I believe that's foul play? Yes! But at the same time, that competitor also lost points, and Gino still got points off of it. Killing every single one of them would be difficult, but I don't. It's hard to argue with the logic.
Yeah.
I would like to disagree with Sick, but I can't.
I mean, here's the one thing I will say. Yesterday's competition, we saw Raccoonzel kind of go the same route that Sick and you are talking about, where she just saw a PMC. She couldn't get away from it, away from the PMC, and just murdered him, and murdered Scavs. And unfortunately, she was at -5 points until the last 2 rounds. I mean, if you have bad moments in Tarkov and you took all those negative points, I mean, that could put you in a bad situation. Don't you kind of think so, Sick? Or are you still sticking with chaos, murder, everything?
All right, when you put it like that, Bunny, I'm doubling down. I'm sticking with this strategy. If I get a -5 and they get 0, it's still worth it. I can make up those points in the later rounds.
As a gambling man that I know you are, Sick, are you really okay with those odds?
Yes.
Okay, all right, he's doubled down. He is
Absolutely.
okay with the odds. Vaughn, what about you? Are you sure you're doubling down with this man?
No, but when you put it like that, I wouldn't kill every single one of them. Maybe just one. You know, maybe just ruin one person's. I'm a generous guy. Maybe just one person's day's got to be ruined. Not everyone's, you know. And I'd like to think of myself as a generous guy.
All right, well, casters, you guys can find out what these competitors are going to do right now. Take it away.
All right, we got Tangerine Rabbit here already loaded into the raid. Now the key here is to find loot and avoid PvP. Let's see if they can do it. I love seeing the strategies coming into this because everyone's strategy is kind of different in where they rotate to, where they feel like they're safe at, how they handle scavs even. It's really awesome to see. What about you, Sick?
Yeah, I definitely am looking initially for where they are attacking. We have Hubba looking towards power, Acid Fire looking towards I call it roller dungeon, wink wink. We got Gary at Old Gas. We got Tangerine already battling a player.
Already.
That was not what we're looking for. We're looking to take out competitors. We're not looking to take out other players. That's not going to help the score there. But he didn't die, and that's a good thing. He's still in the raid. He's going to have a couple of points to make up.
It's negative points.
I mean, at that point, if he doesn't shoot back, he dies there. I definitely agree with Tangerine Rabbit's play right there. He had to, especially in such a weird spot where that player was.
Oh, absolutely. And the raid is officially hot. They have their minute to run away from each other, and now the competitors are fair game officially. Tangerine put in a really, really tough spot to start, running directly into a player. And he took him out. Great shots for sure. What do you think of the rig selection, Vaughn? What would you go with in the old backpack?
I love the MPV rig. It's a lot of one slaughters. You're not really looking for giant 4 slaughter items because it's per item. So you want to have a bunch of 1 slaughter slots. Like Gary here in the bottom right, he has the I think it's MPV rigs. Those rigs have so many 1 slaughters, and you're gonna fill a lot of loot with it.
I forgot that I was gonna get negative points for
I could not agree more. Well, Tangerine has a full bag of rigs, and Gary has, you know, just a little sliver on the side there. Acid doing the same thing as Gary, and stacking it. We got British Hubba with the KS-23, Vaughn. What do you think about that?
I love it. What do you think of the chances
Is it
are he
as
forgot
many
to check
negative
the
points
gun and
for
there's
killing him
a
as any other competitor?
strap 10 in there in the first shot. What do you think
I-
the
I
chances
s-
are?
I certainly hope he did his due diligence and there's some flashbangs in there to run away from stuff.
What's everyone else running?
Yeah.
Everyone else decided to go with actual killable guns. We do see Gary having the actual KS in the bottom right as well, so he's looking for a similar strategy, which I like.
Oh, that is a
Remember,
good,
the dog
unique
tag has to be in your backpack.
adjustment for sure. Able to run run away from fights instead of running towards fights.
We got Abba heading straight into dorms. No
This is a
worries at all in
great
case of
spot.
Rashala, the bosses. He's just running straight in. I love it. Let's see what he does here.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be able to pick up a lot of single slaughters. There's safes, jackets, duffel bags, toolboxes, you name it. There are very lootable things here for Hubba. And more importantly, I don't think his fellow competitors are going to be coming to dorms. So he's taking a little bit of a risk, and we'll see if it pays off. But I don't think anybody else is going to be here that's looking to ruin his competitive experience.
I'm assuming what he's thinking is that he's gonna go to dorms and loot all of the coats, which, as you both of us know, there's a ton of coats in. Oh no, acid! Oh, acid!
Oh, and
GG's,
Hubba
buddy.
taking fire
Unlucky,
too
man.
from third story.
No, thank you.
This was
So
this
this
was
is
a part of
problem?
the yeah, this
is the
was a
problem we're
part of the
talking
risk
about.
for sure. Oh no, what how's he gonna get out of this? I think what you do here is you finish looting the first floor and you look to disengage. You look to get How is he
Wow,
getting
did he just
peppered?
tag him through there?
He had to have. He had to
As
get a
soon
little
as
bit of
I-
a wall bang.
Yeah, that was a good shot. We'll say that. That was a
Yes.
good shot.
He's and he definitely and he has the cabinets as well. There's a lot of single slaughters to pick up for
Is
sure.
he gonna try to hide? Is he gonna try to hide there, sick?
kill.
I think you have to. I think you have
Would
to.
you
You
run-
have to
I-
heal up. Make
I-
sure you're safe.
Hmm?
Looks like
Would you stay
Tangerine
in
took
dorms
out
or would you
another
try to move
player.
out? Oh
Oh
no!
no!
Can I nick his flashbang?
Oh no!
Wait,
Wait,
I
wait.
see flashbangs.
Hey,
Did
we're
did
now
I
Tangerine
see-
take out another competitor?
Who did he take out? I see
another
that.
competitor. Oh no shot!
Oh, dude, this round.
Tangerine was listening to you, sick. Why'd you sway him this
I'm rooting for
direction?
Tangerine now, guys. Tangerine is on the top of my list. Let's go, baby. Agent of Chaos. Take them all out.
So I can't put keys in docks either. Yeah?
We need to GTO.
Look, just
in
look
your
at all the
backpack right now.
single slaughters from Hubba, though.
Realistically is what we need to do.
Sweet.
Just
I mean, I mean, even with taking the risk, he just got even just from a couple of rooms, he just got a ton of one slaughters, and now he's getting out of there scot free. Like he racked up a lot of points there. Oh, he's still getting shot at.
He's still taking fire. This guy in
Came at
3-story
me.
dorms is
Huh?
very upset with Ubba.
Who came at me?
You have to make a long rotate now and try to avoid him. I feel like.
Oh no, there's a
Yeah, for sure.
Don't panic, Ubba. Keep your cool, calm and composed. You got it.
bosses, dude.
Ooh. Yeah, Gary foregoing an extract, and he's gonna hit these two stashes and then go across the river, maybe, or maybe he might just extract. We'll see. Oh, he's just avoiding the stashes altogether.
Oh wow.
Oh, what is he doing? You think he's looking for a? You think he's looking for a little competitor, Vaughn?
Sorry, with all that
No shot. He's gonna turn into Tangerine Rabbit here, right? I just start murdering the other competitors.
Do you think he's looking for an extract camp, Vaughn?
I want to turn around and.
Oh no, Gary, not like this.
I can't.
Ubba's gotta make. I'm nervous for Ubba. That player's gotta be looking for him.
No, no.
Oh
He's
no,
looking for him.
Ubba. Where
Oh
is
my
he,
God,
Ubba?
he's got a
Find
player on
him.
the train, on the
Wait.
on the bridge. It looks like. No shot.
Oh, he
Get
got the
out
flash
there,
off.
Ubba.
Go!
Ubba needs to
No,
go.
he's stuck!
Ubba needs to go.
No!
Oh, Ubba. So close, buddy.
Dude, I'm not very good at being a rat, chat, alright?
Hey, we respect you for that, Ubba. Don't worry.
It is what it is.
That's the quote of the day. I'm not really good at being a rat.
All right, we got Tangerine here on the big screen now. And Gary at the bottom right. Looks like Tangerine is looting more corpses, which is never a good sign.
You have nearly
All right,
14
Vaughn,
minutes
I'm
left,
just
so
going to be
13
honest here.
minutes.
I think Tangerine heard me. Okay, he took what I said. I think he took it a
told you,
little bit
man.
to the extreme. He's at -2 points. All right.
I told you, man. You shouldn't have said it live on stream, dude.
He needs to make sure his backpack is filled to the brim with single slaughters.
Yeah, I know Bunny's not here to defend himself right now, so let's just blame Bunny for asking the question. He knew the answer that we would both say right away. I don't know why he even asked. Let's just blame Bunny, if I'm being
Hashtag
honest.
blame Bunny in the chat.
I would like to start that. That'd be my favorite thing. Gary's going over to Big Red, looking to see what he's doing. Is he heading straight to extract? I wonder if he has a full bag already. Still checking
He
some checks.
definitely could. He's been around the map for sure. Plenty of time to gather stuff. What else could he hit? He could hit Big Red. There's a couple of
There's the
weapon crates.
shacks with the filing cabinets. The filing cabinets.
yes. I was, Vaughn, great minds.
We just work too well together. I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
You
we
free
just
this
go to the
weekend?
same extract at the same time all the time.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
definitely looking for any little piece. He has this blue shack here and the one on the opposite side with all those filing cabinets and a ton of just tiny things to pick up for sure. Gary's in a
This is
great
where
spot too,
Make some money. Yep, this is it right here. Oh wow,
especially
he's
with
got it full.
Tangerine Rabbit. Tangerine Rabbit's not anywhere near him.
Yeah,
And,
Gary doesn't know this, but he just needs to survive at this
Wait,
point.
nah.
Absolutely. Look at that. Full MPPV, at least one, maybe two. He hasn't checked the second one in a
Gary,
bit.
this is the raid.
Yep, full. Yeah, look at him. He's taking out all the two slaughters, doing the correct thing.
Is he
Gary
full?
is maximizing the rat run.
But you have to fill them
I think he
before
has
getting
one
another
2-slaughter left. That's it. He can get
You have to stack
0.5 more points.
But
He doesn't know this, but he's I feel like he's gonna be the only one making decent amount of points this raid. So
there's 2 crates here. by the
I
way.
really getting like these are kind of points that where I get nervous, where I just want them to get out, but they don't know it yet. You know.
Absolutely. He just saw something in Big Red. He's running away from it.
Smart. Yep. He knows he's
Smart
got a lot of points on board right now.
decision. Yeah, look, and he'll pick up. Oh, these things were looted. That's
Oh,
unfortunate.
Unfortunate. Is he going back? Sick. I don't
think
know if
he's
I can take it if
hoping-
Sick dies here. I don't know if I can take it if Gary dies here. I don't know if I can handle this.
Yeah, imagine dying at extract. That'd be crazy, Vaughn, right? He still sees the scav in the warehouse, so he's not gonna test the waters. He wants to make sure he doesn't lose those 3 points. Very, very
This bothers
clever.
me, man, 10 point.
Somebody's looted
Extra,
everything
man.
here, unfortunately
I
for
might just-
Gary.
I just go
Because
to
he's the
extra.
first of our competitors here, you would think that maybe all of this would be unlooted. Oh, look at that. Picking up another single slaughter.
Like, I'm gonna come up
Dropping
with
a
one more
two-slaughter.
slot.
He could've-
One more
Could have done a
slot.
little bit of something there. Maybe.
Fortress.
It's alright. It's alright.
I'm bringing
I
back
might-
Sky here.
Wait,
I don't know if
I
he's
don't
a
have the whole
I think
34
he's
minutes, do I?
Tangerine
He
has
doesn't
got to
know.
go. He's got to go across the
I'll do
map.
this for a loot.
You have.
He's got 10
We're
minutes
shooting
left.
the face.
Tangerine, I think Tangerine's trying to wait it out and loot the scraps from everything else. I'm not sure what you might think he's doing, but he's been in this room for a little bit.
Yeah, he's taking his time. He's really going over his inventory, making sure everything is, organized in such a way that he can easily swap out 2 slaughters for 1 slaughters or whatever.
They call me Corpse
Just
Zilla.
look at that. Look at all the.
Okay.
Oh no, another
Oh my
-3
gosh.
for Tangerine.
Oh my god.
Vaughn, he's taking it
Tangerine.
too far. He's gone too far, Vaughn.
Don't listen. We don't know what we're talking about. Don't listen to us, Tangerine.
Listen, Vaughn, me and you, we both said players, competitors. Tangerine, I think he misheard us. And it happens, okay? It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
I mean, he's doing a great job. He's still alive. He's still got a backpack full of loot. He's just got to get across the map and get out and make sure he doesn't lose all of these
Map
points
knowledge.
for nothing. That is the key.
This raid, if Gary makes it out, is gonna put him. I feel like a decent bit ahead, score-wise. I think this is gonna be a really big raid for Gary right now. He's maximizing it too. He's hitting every single spot.
Yo, thoughts? More points? do you
Man,
need?
and he just keeps finding little things here and there. That's all it takes. 0.5 points, 0.5 points, 0.5 points. Those add up very quickly.
What's gonna be unfortunate is if Tangerine goes to the same extract, looking to
Oh, he's
pick up
just a
scraps
scout
in this area
following me.
where Gary already looted everything.
Well, I mean, at this point, Vaughn, I have to believe that
Does the,
Tangerine
unstacked money count as
is
well? I
is
mean,
looking
the,
for a
the
power
stacked money?
extract.
You think so? Maybe hitting. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't remember. Somebody already hit Stronghold as well. I'm just trying to figure
Yeah,
out.
it does count, no matter how much it is.
Yeah, if you've just got like.
I'm trying to see what the plan is after this, like where he's gonna be heading to next. I'd hope he at least goes to power or maybe RUAF.
But ammo has to be a max stack of
Yeah.
ammo before you start a new one.
This
We got
might not be,
8 minutes left in our official raid time. Oh, nice
Oh,
nice
yeah, see
pickup.
you, buddy.
Loading a bunch of single
Loading
sliders.
up.
That's great. But yeah, Gary is big chillin'. He's our big chillin' MVP right now. I think he really embodied the
Wait, tell Gary I want him
The
to
rat
tell
run.
Bauer.
7.5 minutes.
geez, 2 MPB rigs full
Don't-
of goodies. That's a big raid for Gary. That's definitely
That's a
gonna
huge
put
raid
him,
for Gary.
And when you go back to the stash,
that was huge. He's gonna put him nicely in that top spot for sure now. And we're back on with Tangerine, our last competitor. He took out a fellow competitor, and our other competitor died to another player. Gary just extracted. Tangerine, our last remaining player. Vaughn, where does he go? We saw what was vacuumed up. Where does he go to get more stuff?
I mean, there's a couple duffel bags in power. Check to see if Stronghold hasn't been hit yet.
Yo,
I'm sure he
Condos?
knows at this point Stronghold more than likely has been hit
Actually,
unless the other players has died, which he has no idea about. Yeah, you just try to work your way towards power and hope for the best. Maybe hit Crack House. There's really later in the raid after you have 4 other PMCs or 3 other PMCs looting everything. It's almost a difficult choice. It's really a difficult choice.
Yeah, we'll see if he goes to Stronghold. That's definitely going to be the most risky option, in my
How'd
opinion.
you do in the tournament?
He's got plenty of. Oh, just start dropping those nades, man.
I don't know.
You don't
man.
need those
You tell
nades.
me.
Oh,
How many points am
he
I?
could potentially miss out on some points if he doesn't drop those bad boys.
Oh yeah, sorry.
But he's got to go. He's got to go far,
Wow.
Vaughn. This is
I'm glad
my
I haven't
worst
attempted
nightmare
that
on
mod.
any map,
What's the time?
and I'm sure
Yeah,
it can
it-
hold true for you. You
Especially in
start,
this tournament. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you start on your one side, you vacuum up whatever, and then you got to track all the way to the other side.
What? Oh, why is that?
100%.
Always
That's
smashed?
one of my biggest worries in terms of pushing
guy
after you
hiding in
loot one
shop,
side of the map
probably
is that you haven't seen any PMCs. Well, Tangerine has, right? But for the most part, you haven't seen any PMCs, and you're like, okay, I'm definitely gonna run into some here soon. Let's see what happens,
Yep. And like we said, power flipped on. There's a couple spots under here he could definitely hit. Look at that gold chain. Bada boom, another half point.
I need to start looting that. What on earth?
Not that.
Yeah, that's a secret rare loot spawn. Not a lot of people check. But this is
Oh.
great. This is great for him.
Oh, cheeky! That was a cheeky weapon.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, just keep that for yourself. Just keep that for yourself.
Where's
buddy.
our loot like that, Vaughn? Huh?
Yeah, just keep that for yourself, buddy. Don't worry. You don't need to include it in the competition.
But he's doing a
He
great
is
job.
looting. Yeah, he is looting with the mindset that he has to make up points too.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't believe he's still finding areas that haven't been touched this far into the raid, Vaughn. I always
really-
feel like the raid's over, you know?
I really am shocked that nobody looted Power Station for the most part. There's a lot of open like floor loot spawns in Power Station.
Oh,
I think maybe people saw it as a risk, or the other competitors saw it as a risk.
That could definitely be the case.
Poison. Rip chat is.
Vaughn, what do you think of the Golden Star nerf? Just hear me out. You like getting flashbanged?
Sweet.
Yeah, you know what? I don't like it. Is there anyone who likes it? I don't think I've met anyone that likes it so far, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I still run them if I have them.
Oh,
What about you,
absolutely.
Sick? Is it a
Yeah,
is it a
One of
game changer
these
for you?
Tryhards is extract camping.
No, it's not that big a deal. It
Teams
it
do that.
certainly surprised me at the when they first changed it. I was like, oh my, am I getting
I thought I was
headshot? What's
dying.
going on?
Yeah, I thought I was dying. I was like, oh, here it is, boys. Toss my loot.
Oh, big tree jump. Do you see that?
First
Right back
try
down, right
jump
back
from Rabbit. We love to see the parkour, guys. We love to see the parkour. And given everything else we've seen, Vaughn, given everything else, we've seen Tangerine interact with a couple players. We've seen competitors interact, the other competitors interact with a couple players. I don't think he's going to be too nervous about running into somebody here. What do you think?
I would be nervous for him, just because he knows he doesn't want to risk taking any more killing any more players or scavs right now. He really wants to kind of just get out with this loot that he has and make up the points.
Pre-popping an ETG. That's an interesting play. He's running. Oh, he's taking shots.
My God, no
He has no
shot!
idea from where.
Don't panic, Tangerine. This is the risk we were
Oh,
talking
he's
about.
okay.
Waste man.
He sees
Oh
the
my
tracers.
God.
He knows he's safe now. This is the difference between a stable, calm, cool, collected player. Oh my God!
He's
Wait, he's
going
not
for
okay.
it.
They're
Come on,
getting to
Tangerine.
him.
Remember, all the coins in your
Are they gonna push him? Are they gonna?
Safe.
Oh my God! This
he
might
get
come down
out?
to the final seconds, Vaughn.
I don't want him to get another kill. I don't want him to get another kill. Let's go,
Oh.
Tangerine.
Oh!
There we go,
Nice.
baby. Let's go. That's how you handle that.
All right, so
GG's,
we
buddy.
go.
GG's.
Then we'll go to the stash and
GG's
we'll take the items
Tangerine.
Ooh, that got a little nerve wracking.
Wow, gentlemen, that was a round. That was a round and a half. Looks like Tangerine listened to the stream a little bit beforehand and took what your advice to the extreme, murdering 2 PMCs during that. Now, I'm worried
buddy.
because I don't know if Tangerine fully knew that it was only the items that counted in his backpack. So he had a lot of 2-slotted items that he couldn't switch out for 1-slotted items. So it's very difficult for, like, oh, is it going to be worth the points? I mean, Tangerine lost a lot of points. I think the points total was a -11 for PMC kills during that. Sick. How do you feel after that advice?
It all went according to plan. Tangerine executed perfectly. Great job, Tangerine.
Okay. And Vaughn, like watching that, unfortunately, Acid got taken out very early. We saw British Ubba being shot from 3-story being taken out. It kind of just came down to a little bit of maneuverability. Do you think British got himself into trouble by going to dorms, or do you think that was the right call?
I love the idea of going to dorms. If he was able to execute that, I mean, there's so many coats in the dormitories. He could have made a lot of points. I like the risk. You got to take risks in tournaments. That's sometimes how it is. I respect it.
Well, let's see how it all shook out after that event and some of the negative points. We now have Gary's in lead with 49 points. That is a lot of points after 2 raids.
Oh,
It just
my
worked
God.
out for Gary, picking up everything, having the entire side of the map to himself. Very, very nice, huge point lead. British Ubba dropping to 3rd. Tangerine, wow, Tangerine's moving with 22 points, even after having the -11 from the kills. Not a bad showing. British in 3rd, and then Acid Fire, unfortunately, getting TARKOV the first 2 raids, drop into 3rd. And remember, the top 2 move on, so lots of competition to go. We could see this score switch around at any moment during any raid, and that's exactly what I'm kind of expecting to happen during the next map, because the next map is going to be the exact opposite to what this one was. This is going to be our interchange Chad run. Oh, sick. Vaughn, we're getting into that like this is what people like to see. They want to see some murder. They want to see some action, right? It's gonna be one of those it's a stark contrast. It's one of the reasons that I like this so much is because we go from Rat Run, which is making and forcing every competitor to play against like their normal play style, and making them like, I like to think of Rat Run as forcing people to use their brains, because you have to be very, you have to think of a strategy when going into it. And then we go into Chad Run, which, you know, Vaughn, I think you can attest to this. You just run around and shift W and shoot things, right?
Man, yeah, for interchange especially, it's gonna be a battle. You run around shift W, you're gonna find someone. That's guaranteed. You're gonna find someone. I mean, like you said yesterday, we went over really quickly. I am so beyond excited for this. Is my favorite map. I hate to say it. This is my favorite map.
This is that's kind of why I fielded the question to you, because interchange is your favorite map. So, like, what's your play style here, Bond? Because I'm gonna field this back to you, because interchange being your favorite map, like, you're all about Chad. You're trying to get those kills. You're trying to min-max it. Do you have a route that you take that you would take the same during the tournament, or would you switch it up for the tournament?
I would change it a little bit. So generally speaking, playing interchange, I would run upstairs and try to look down for kills. But a lot of guys are playing a lot more cautiously in this tournament. So I would more than likely actually go underground and look for the hotspots, the hole in the wall below, or the hole in the ground below generic. There's spots in front of the ollie escalators. Underground, I think, is going to be where a lot of these fights happen, or right at the entrances of all these stores.
Very true. Go ahead and tell everybody what, Sick, go ahead and tell everybody what we can expect from this interchange Chad run.
Well, you can definitely expect some chatting out on interchange. They're tasked with killing everything and getting those big boy loot items. They can take in anything they want, 2 stims, 2 grenades max, and once again, our bans are the same. The bonus items are all the items that we love to see in game: LEDX, Bitcoin, GPU, Tetris, Skull Ring, etc., etc. And for the points, 1 for a scav, 1 for a PMC, bonus points with the tag. If they run into Killa, good luck, plus 5 points. An extract is 5 points, and they get 2 points each for those big boy items.
Very true, and there are a lot of those big boy items on this map. So do we expect the competitors to use that Killa extract to try to go down there? Because, you know, even with the dynamic loot on the map, there's still the chance for a lot of good loot. What do you think, Sick?
Yeah, every single time I run interchange, I'm going in with the mentality of being in a huge vacuum cleaner. Okay, I'm taking all the good spots. I'm going to the tech spot. I'm going to the med room. I'm hitting Kibba. I don't care. Not in this situation, but generally. And then I'm going underground, getting that safe extract. And you never know. You might find a Bitcoin down there. You might find a skull ring, a roller, moonshine, lion, gold chain. Plenty of opportunities for bonus points and a very, very safe extract.
Mm-hmm. Very true. But Killa, all right, Killa on this map now, being pretty much anywhere. How do you deal with that as a competitor, knowing that you could just be running into the mall and at any moment just get blasted by Eagle Nick from across the map?
I mean, the only way to kill Killa is let him push you, or just straight just WQ him. There's really not like, it's really just hoping he doesn't slide on you. You know what I mean? That little power slide Killa does, that every time he does it, he just shoots you straight in the thorax immediately. That's what you're hoping for. I would go for it, honestly. It's 5 points. It's a lot of gear, and then it sets yourself up to take that side of the map.
Yeah, and that's very true. I mean, the whole Killa spawn, I absolutely love it. I wish that every scav boss was like Killa now, where the entire map no longer feels safe, and having the competitors have to worry about that at all times. Like, hey, I'm gonna push around this corner. Oh, great! Here comes Killa sliding through a box to murder me. But so let me ask you this, because we do know that there are no there's only 2 stims allowed, right? Sick, what are your 2 stims that you're bringing for this?
I'm pretty sure I'm going ETG, which is the green, you know, heal me up in case I interact with killer, another player, whatever. Always important in a pinch. And then it's really close between a blue and a Propadol. And I can't quite decide. It's probably a blue. So I'm going blue-green.
Okay, so you're going blue-green, SJ6, yeah. And an ETG. I like it because it does allow you to, like, make your way around to the map a little bit more. You don't have to worry about your stamina going down as much. I can see that strategy. Vaughn, what weapon are you bringing here? Are you going to Mutant?
Oh, mutant all day. It's good for killer. You can 2-tap him in the head. I think it's actually it might be a 1-tap. I believe I think it might be a 1-tap if you hit him on top of the helmet. It's great for killer. It's great for long range. Overall, best gun in here. And
Well,
here we are
casters,
loading
let's
in.
see-
The players are off.
Yep. Let's see exactly what happens here, casters. Go ahead and take it away.
All right, we already have a couple of stim pops. Just like we said, a couple of blue boys in use. Vaughn, where are you attacking first? As the players separate, what are you attacking first?
I like what Acid's doing. He's going upstairs. He's going into Ollie. I think he's going to try to look to furniture. Whenever you get this spawn, generally speaking, people will just rush straight into the front of Ollie. If you're able to get there first and you're inside Ollie already, you have everyone crossing in. I love the idea of being that first guy in there, especially on interchange.
Could not agree more. That is such an important facet of Tarkov. Being the first to a spot, holding it down, gives you a tremendous amount of power and leverage.
Raid's hot. Good luck.
Cheers.
And there you have
I
it. You
think-
hear it from Cringy. The raid is
I
hot,
think-
Vaughn.
Ubba and Gary are they're right next to each other. Gary walked right past Ubba. Ubba's under the escalators past that room. He walked right past him. I already love this map. I already love this event.
Maybe they had a little bit of a gentleman's agreement to not shoot right away, but the raid just went hot as they walked by each other, so maybe that wasn't a good enough time. See, Ubba, an interesting decision having the double headset wrist T combo and an extra armor.
It looks like Ubba's going upstairs and Gary's about to find him. We're about to have some action already. Oh, Ubba turned around. Okay.
Hey, sometimes it'd be like that.
As I was.
So we have Gary in tech. We have Acid picking up scavs already in Ollie. Everybody's roaming around Ollie. We got Tangerine Rabbit in the bottom of Secret.
Gonna get some stamina and then push in on the old idea, boys.
And Gary looking towards him.
Oh, I didn't.
Will they spot each other?
I believe
No, it looks
Tangerine's
like-
over by Idea. He's on Idea's side.
Oh,
T-Ren. You just saw a player. There we go. Yep.
Tangerine, fast-footed.
He sees 2.
Sees 2 players.
Shots, good shots.
All right, Tangerine's gonna take his time here.
Tangerine
Approach
knows
these
he
2
saw
players.
2. He knows there's multiple.
Backed it twice.
How patiently does Tangerine take this? He needs the points before other players hear
Yeah,
it
we know
or
roughly where they're heading.
other
Background.
competitors come in and converge on the area. And looks like a big disengage from Tangerine Rabbit.
Should have been
Very
holding the angle
interesting.
while
We have
didn't
Gary
stand
running
around
across the
rather than-
front of the mall, making his way towards Idea now. He might have heard those shots. He might be sniffing around here.
Forget about 3 other chants.
About what?
3 other chants, 3 other competitors.
Yeah.
Gary being very, very aggressive, moving in towards where he... And Tangerine Rabbit picking up a
with
player.
the swing.
Boysies.
Believe it.
Oh, and he
my
spots
God,
the other one
second
in books.
Let's go, Tangerine. That's my boy right there.
Gamma container
I know
crowded,
him.
right?
Tags have to be picked up in
Excellent shots
backpack.
from Tangerine. Now,
You can go in your container.
Vaughn, he has to worry. The other players heard those shots. Are they coming over here?
He doesn't know Gary's right next to him. Gary just crossed right next to him. And
Gary is
Gary knows he's there.
hunting.
Gary knows he's there.
Gary's disengaging too.
Oh man, what would you be pushing these shots?
Absolutely. This is the Chad
I
run,
know you'd
Vaughn.
be
We
pushing
need
these
those
shots.
points.
This is the one right here. It looks
Okay,
like Gary's
okay, he's
turning
getting
back
back in. He's
around.
getting back in.
Oh my god, I'm just sort of roller coaster of
I'm nervous
emotions.
for both these guys. They're directly next to
Tangerine,
each
come
other.
on. He's got a PMC right there. I don't know if he killed him there.
Damn, I'm so tired of this walking.
I don't believe
He
he did.
didn't-
He's playing like he
He's
didn't.
fighting another person.
No shot.
Oh!
No shot.
Oh!
Let's go, Gary. Come on.
We
Two
got two
competitors fighting right now.
Vaughn.
They're both in the
Competitor
store.
on competitor action. Nade's coming in
Tangerine's
from
pinched.
Gary.
I think Tangerine needs to fight Gary. He needs to push Gary. That's the move.
You have to be
Peeking the opposite
proactive in these
they're
situations,
peeking the
Vaughn.
opposite ones. Looks like Gary's pushing
Just
up.
pre-firing.
He's pushing up.
Here it comes.
Oh man. Oh man, the reload.
GG.
Holy moly, dude!
Oh, that was
GG's,
rough.
Tangerine. Good
Squeezed
shots,
by
Gary.
two of the others. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Vaughn, what we just saw there was
Shit.
pre-fire, right hand peek, pre-fire,
both?
right hand
Two of
peek,
them?
W key,
Yeah, it was two.
pre-fire.
Fuck
What a
me.
crazy fight between Gary and Tangerine.
Oh
man.
my god. You know what I think lost Tangerine that fight was the MDR 20 round mags. Honestly, I mean he had a reload mid fight. It was just a rough push. GG's though.
Could not agree more. And if you notice, Acid heard the scuffle. He heard the commotion that Gary and Tangerine just did, and it looked like it. It looks like he is moving towards the location. Vaughn, we could have another competitor versus competitor. What do you think?
I don't think Gary's actually gonna be pushing back to him. I don't think Gary saw the fight that was happening with Tangerine in Goshan, and so he secured the kill. He pushed away, and now Acid is just chasing nothing at this point. He's already rotated out. You can see Gary already moving to a new spot.
And that's the beauty of Tarkov. If you're too slow, you miss some opportunities sometimes. It pays to be quick. Here's the big screen, Vaughn. We haven't heard from Ubba. He's been
Ubba's
a
loading
little quiet,
mags.
doing his own thing.
He does have a gold chain. Sounds like I think he's fighting some scabs down low. I can't really tell at the moment. For the most part, yeah, it looks like everyone disengaged. Acid's gonna be seeing the graveyard that is the entrance to Goshan right there. Honestly, that's about it.
Now, Vaughn, this is my favorite part, or rather one of my favorite parts of Tarkov. You walk into a room, you walk into an area, you stumble upon a couple of dead bodies, and then you get to play detective. Do you think Acid is gonna look aggressively for this, or do you think he's just gonna do his own thing?
It looks like he's slowly pushing through. He is definitely trying to find the player. We know, right? That's the best part about our job. We know he's not there currently. He's going to be checking corners. I'm surprised he hasn't checked over by the Goshan bathroom.
Oh,
Here we are with Gary on the big screen.
Vaughn.
Oh, here we go. Oh, good shot, Gary. Wow, that was that was right on his head. Good shots, Gary. GG's.
Gary, taking out another competitor, Vaughn. It looks like he is solidifying his point lead right now.
Can we bring the poll back up? Am I allowed to vote again? Are we?
No, you
is
can't
that
vote again. You
allowed?
already voted. I picked Gary, Vaughn.
I can take that.
I picked Gary.
GG's, Acid. GG's.
20 minutes or 25?
So now we're down to 2, Vaughn. Ubba and Gary. Gary the Slayer. Gary the King Slayer. And Ubba is just kind of vibing down low. Looks like he's looking for scavs. I don't know if that's going to be enough points, Vaughn.
They're right next to each other, I think. Yep. Ubba is at the idea entrance underground.
Oh. No, if we see this, Vaughn. Oh no.
He's pushing back
They're on the
now.
opposite side. They're on the opposite side.
Oh, they are on the opposite side. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Phew, you got me all
A little
excited,
difficult
Vaughn.
underground.
Don't do
I got
that.
a little excited too. Don't worry.
But
Do you agree with
Ubba's
Ubba's
just picking
play
up
here,
scav
being
kills.
underground?
No, I don't. I don't think he's gonna be able to find enough,
Alright, nice.
whether it be players or scavs, to get enough points.
Need 2 seconds to,
You'll live certainly. You'll live certainly, but I don't think you're going to be able to accumulate enough points to really make a dent. You know, I wonder how closely these players are looking at the scores and the leaderboards.
also snuff the,
Yeah, it's tough because Ubba has no idea, but Gary cleaned out the map. I mean, it's Gary has a lot of points on the board right now, and if he survives with a couple more scav kills plus the extract and the the secure tags, yeah, I mean he's just racking up points right now.
Hello, Scab.
Yeah, Gary's really.
You know what, Gary, you can hit the PMCs, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters now.
Hey, don't talk about Gary like that, okay? I picked him to
Don't
win.
talk about my boy like that.
Alright, let's go.
Gary's just running into 4 scavs underground. Ubba finally making his way into the mall.
So with
Don't think he's been in here all game. I think he's been underground.
And our extract is railway, which is outside IKEA, idea, whatever.
Now, Vaughn,
So that's
as a person who is intricately familiar with, how do I phrase this? With tactically waiting, do you think we will see one of the competitors tactically wait for another one of the competitors? What do you think?
Do you want to just say it, Sick?
I don't.
You want me to say?
I'm asking you a question, Vaughn.
Are you asking me if I think one of the players are going to extract camp? Sick. I'm just trying to clarify.
I didn't say that. I said tactically wait.
Tetris is.
Okay. Oh, okay. So if they're tactically waiting, I believe one of them. It wouldn't be a bad idea. Never extract camp. Never extract camping. That's so different. But tactically waiting and kind of clearing out the area. You know what I mean? Slowly. I don't know. We may see. We may see.
Gary's
it looks like Gary's
making
just
his
cleaning
way.
up the rest of it.
Yeah, he's making his way to power. As we know, there are a couple scavs at power. You might be able to pick them up. Now, do we see him take the car extract and boogie? We'll see. Or he could hit the power button, go back in, and look for the medroom maybe, or even kill his safe room. Gary definitely being a lot more proactive than the other players as well. Vaughn, what do you think about that?
I think Gary knows he's a Chad, and he's gonna clear out every single bit of this map for scavs, PMCs. I think he knows it. You know, I think he looks in the mirror, he wakes up, and says, "Yeah, that's me, the Chad in Tarkov," and he just runs through and clears everything out. He knows it.
Raz has probably been looted at this point, but like it would be remiss of us to like just bat that off because you never know. The competitors could have all killed each other. You just never.
See, here's clearing out all the scavs at power now.
Yeah, and the car is up. He could just boogie and extract, lock up those points. Oh,
Is that
that's
what
one of our
you
big
would
ticket
do?
items, Vaughn.
That would be.
Found it. Oh, he has 2 Tetrises. I personally would do that.
No, dude.
I would lock it up. You clean up these 2, 3, 4 scavs that spawn here, and you lock up those 5 extract points.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
looked
think
at the
there's any
power
reason to stay.
switch, and I got nervous. I was like, "Don't run back in." Don't run
No,
back
we
in.
want him to go back in. Go back in.
Don't
Go
run
back
back in,
in.
buddy.
Listen, Vaughn, I want to see chaos. He needs to go back in for us, Vaughn. This is for us.
He's gonna pull a tangerine here and just
Ooh, popping the
listen to
blue.
the casters yet
Vaughn!
again. Oh my God, here we go.
Wait, did he not flip the switch?
I don't think he did. I don't believe he did.
Wait, what are we doing, Gary? Gary, what are we doing here? Did I miss him flip the switch? I don't think he flipped the switch. He looked at it longingly and then didn't flip it.
You know what, Sick? Gary has a plan that we can't even comprehend right now, and I want to see what happens. I want to see what he does with this.
It's a real problem.
Okay,
We're gonna
okay,
cut through
okay,
Goshen
Vaughn.
real quick. There was a guy
We
over
got
here that-
Goshen.
if you remember the
I don't want to be
video.
that guy.
From Ubba. And we got
Kinda
a
assuming
potential
he's dead,
Goshen
he's,
from Gary.
log it off.
I don't want to be that guy, Sick, but I'm kind of hoping Gary gets to Ultra Med and sees it in turn power.
If that was
That would be heartbreaking.
I want him to go into a rage-filled blackout and just go kill more stuff. I mean, I think that'll do it right there. It looks like
We already checked the.
these two are getting close to each other.
They're definitely
might hear the
sniffing each
shots.
other's scent for sure, Vaughn.
Rotate out.
Abba's moving away
but-
from Gary.
No, Bubba, go back. Bubba, go back.
I think Gary's gonna hear those shots. Oh man, you can already tell. I know Gary hears those shots.
He has to. He has to. He's not
looking
wearing
for
the
it,
wrist
yeah.
tee.
That guy. I think it was a step.
Oh. Hey, don't worry about that, Scav. Hey, don't worry about that, Scav. It's fine. No, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Gary,
No, don't worry about it.
We'll edit that part out of the video. We'll edit it out. Don't worry.
Yeah. We got that in post. Ubba stumbling upon the carnage from earlier.
Holy.
I wonder what Ubba thinks
now
of it.
he-
What's he gonna put together, Vaughn?
Not a Tony player.
I missed out on a party. I missed out on a party here. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened.
Oh, they are so close. They are so close. Gary has to hear those shots
him.
too, right?
Do you think Gary pushes him? What do you think, Sick? Do you think he pushes him?
I mean,
one last kill.
He's painkiller and up, Vaughn. He's painkiller
Ooh.
I want to see it. I want to see a full competitor versus competitor lobby.
Gary's he's going for. He has 2 Tetrises. He's already got the kills. He's like, you know what? I need more points.
Vaughn, he's such a Chad. He's making his way in through Goshan.
Oh, let's see what
Goshan,
happens.
however you would like to say it.
He's going towards him. He's going towards him. Gary. Are they just gonna miss the rotate?
We're just gonna keep an eye on this, Vaughn. They're toying with each other, right? They know each other exists, but they don't
Ubba
know
heard the
where
grenade.
exactly.
GM counter.
Abba heard the grenade.
No Tetris.
See what he does. I think he's just trying to loot now. He's trying to get some extra points looting.
Never lucky then. I mean,
But here's the
this is
nades.
actually
He's busy. I'm busy out here, okay?
sure, 'cause they spawn close. I think someone's already set up
I-
the tag, we'll just double check it anyway.
I'm so hoping they see each other. That's the best part
Oh,
about this interchange map.
Vaughn. Gary's
let's
I'm
go.
leaving, Vaughn.
so hoping they see each other.
Or is that door's open? Somebody is already.
10 minutes, less than 10 minutes left on the
Guess we need
score
to get
or the
good
timer.
points. There's another dead guy there. Interesting. It's
Don't
juicy
do it,
enough to-
Gary.
Ubba's just
Scabs, man.
stumbling upon bodies going, oh, look at this guy. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, look at this guy.
It's like a
Picking up another scav in Blue Star.
Alright. Scab kills are what are going to give us our points here then.
Okay, Ubba's making the executive decision. It seems like he's just gonna go for the scavs. Eventually he'll pick up some scavs, right,
I
Ubba?
think we did.
Right, Ubba?
Yeah.
Okay, you got
Oh,
him, nice.
am I whiffing this?
And
Nice.
Gary might just take it out. I mean, personally, Vaughn, I don't know.
Aim.exe is
Okay,
not
there you go.
working.
I don't know if going to power and then back in
Okay.
and then back out and then back in. Like, I don't know what Gary's
We've got 10
doing
more
exactly,
minutes, right?
but
Okay,
he's
Scabs are going to be our main source
he's
of
moving and
income
grooving, Vaughn.
in
What do you
terms
think
of
about
It's
this
clearly
interchange
working.
movement?
because
Are you
BMC
this
is
active on
pretty
interchange?
So
After I see as many bodies as there were in front of Goshan, I would be a little more active. You know what I mean? Like Gary knows a good bit of the map is already cleared out. I do like what he's doing. It's nerve-wracking going to interchange like this, but he knows there's not many PMCs left, and he's trying to find the last couple. He has the dog tags. He has the 2 Tetrises already. He has a lot of points on the board. I mean, I can't argue with it. It's
I can't believe, Vaughn. I can't believe
Where are you?
that Gary is toying with extract so hard.
I know he knows we're watching him on the big
it-
screen. He's playing with our emotions.
Is it finally time, Vaughn?
No, it's not. Now he's gonna loot inside here. Look for a letter.
Oof, that's rough.
He's running up and down the. Oh my god, another scav, dude. These guys are finding everybody.
I just cannot believe
My
they haven't
goodness.
ran into each other. They were so close multiple times.
No, they're playing Ring Around the Rosie, but it's the entirety of interchange this time. I would love to see the scav points for this raid specifically.
If we
with the way
survive
these
Kazakh
guys
before
are
now,
literally running all over the map. No
make
no
this
place has not been visited by either of these two guys.
I'm just curious about the scoreboard after this raid. If I'm being honest,
Oh,
this is going to
I
be a
expect
very
some
good
changing.
raid. Yeah, this is going to be a very good raid for Gary specifically.
how long have we got left? Sorry.
And it looks like it's just good raid after good raid for Gary today.
I don't know if there are.
And he's
That's-
finally, Vaughn, finally,
Gonna be honest.
he's heading out. Do we think he goes all the way?
I think he goes all the way here. Like the way you said it. I think he goes all the way here and goes to extract right away. He is
Yeah, there are.
he is he's racked up plenty of points. He's got a ton. He's milked a ton of scav points. He's ready to leave.
Beautiful. Maybe they
Great
respawn
job
down
from
here.
Hubba, able to pick up some more scav scraps. Oh
Been
yeah,
looking for big window just in case.
just in case. That would be one heck of a shot, Vaughn.
This tent is where I usually find them, but
I think he sees
Very
scavs
big-
over at the scav lands, and he's probably gonna try to milk these as well. Knowing from what we know about Gary, he's going back.
No way.
I honestly, Vaughn, I wouldn't be surprised if Gary ends up in Goshen again.
That was a scab, wasn't it?
Maybe now he goes on turn on power.
Sitting in the corner waiting.
Yeah, he's like, power. What a great spot. Haven't been here in a while.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Yeah, he's just so. I'm very taken aback by how
I heard him.
I don't know if the word is free or fluid or whatever, but he is everywhere on this map.
In normal interchange runs, I don't play interchange like this, just because I know there could always be a PMC somewhere
Okay.
just waiting, and he just played it like he's the only PMC here. He played it like an offline raid and just killed everything.
Best bet is to go out to
No,
the
he's
front.
alive.
Kill the scavs on the road as we head towards extract.
Okay, we hear Ubba's game plan. He's heading out towards Scavaland, Scav Extract. He wants to pick up a couple more points. And we
is
see
Gary being tactical?
Gary. We see Gary near the
Be
spot.
champion.
Vaughn, I don't
Is
want
Gary
to
being
say anything.
tactical?
This wasn't really the plan. The plan was
I
more
am getting
to,
so nervous.
I kind of figured there'd be more extended fights. but I
This
think
is
everybody
this
that
is
was on the
what.
server just died right at the
Oh
beginning.
no, Gary, go
Oh
back.
my
Gary, go back.
Uber guys,
Oh
might-
no, Gary's okay.
might be,
He's like,
not
you know
gonna
what?
have a chance, I don't know.
I don't want any more points.
Hopefully,
Lock
Lock up
Five
those 5
extraction
extract
points.
points. Is that what we're doing, Gary?
You know,
He's been tactical.
I
enough
don't know with
game.
this guy, Vaughn.
We're fine on
He's
points anyway,
everywhere.
We had a good lead,
if they
so-
haven't, then I'm gonna go ahead and guess that.
It sounds like he's getting ready to leave.
Is it dead?
No.
These scavs are alive.
I think Gary knows he had a very good raid.
Big sad for them. But... Oh my god.
Now,
Let's
Vaughn,
go.
interesting scenario.
10 minutes to see.
Ubba runs up on a couple scavs.
Reminder to
Pop, pop,
leave
pop.
the kill screen up.
Gary hears it, right? Does he stop?
I wish he did. It doesn't look like he heard the shots though, sadly.
Gary can't be bothered. Okay, Gary. Well played. Good raid from
I
Gary.
was enjoying that.
Actually,
yeah, GG's Gary. It
Incredible raid from Gary.
was a massive raid. That was a lot of points they just put on the board right there.
And now, Vaughn, Ubba,
Do you
our
think?
last.
Do you think Ubba? Do you think he's gonna find the
Right.
dead body scavs and be like, "Oh, I missed another party"?
Yeah. I mean, Ubba is the is the fashionably late to everything that happened on the map. And
Yeah.
but luckily for him,
You know
we
what?
saw earlier Acid was a
minutes.
little bit late to the party, and Gary took him out with a nice
I
big
don't know, Jack,
flank.
It's not the raid.
Mhm.
Luckily
Yep.
for
No
Ubba, Gary
total
was,
kills, but
you know, he was in a little bit of a different mindset.
Points make prizes, mate.
Now, does Ubba tactically? No, I'm just kidding.
And we've got gold
Does
chain.
Ubba tactically wait for any other competitors?
Or for an extra 2 or something. So
I mean, I love it. I would
yeah,
love
it's
it.
worth a couple of scabs.
I mean, I don't think there's much
know-
else
I
to,
know-
to get.
I know
right?
you would. I know you would, sick.
Okay. How long have we got? Am I gonna make this?
2 minutes.
Okay, I should make this then.
Yeah, I think I'll make it.
Once again,
Guys,
guys,
while we have a
thank
moment
you.
and everything's chilling out and British is moving towards the extract, I want to thank Battlestate Games again for sponsoring this season's prize money. Solos $37.50. That's what the competitors are competing for, to try to win a portion of that solos prize money. Duos $4,500, trios $18,000, which just passed. Those champions were crowned for a total of $26,250. Honestly, thank you so much to Battlestate Games for sponsoring this season. All right, boys, take it back.
Not gonna lie.
Thank you,
How about
Battlestate
getting out at the
Games.
last minute?
We love your video game.
Amazing game.
Amazing game. No, Alba just has the long walk. The long walk of feeling like you missed out on something incredible.
GG's, chat.
GG's, Ubba. Got the extract points.
Take it.
Got a lot of scavs. GG's, Ubba.
Better to
Great
get
raids,
control.
great raids.
A whole minute to spare.
Ooh, thank goodness for that. All right, we killed.
Wow, gentlemen, that was an intense Chad run. That was what we were expecting yesterday, but unfortunately it didn't work out for our competitors yesterday. But today, I mean, we saw Gary put on the crown of interchange and just dominate that entire map. And then poor British, like, I talk about this so much in Tarkov. Tarkov is a game of timing. Everything's about timing in Tarkov. Whether it's like you some days you have really good timing, other days you have bad timing. Vaughn, was it just me, or did British Ubba just have terrible timing through that map?
Yeah, I saw British Ubba at the start of the map. He went under the stairs and waited, and you saw everyone else push in and immediately push the fight. I mean, you saw what Gary did. He just W-keyed the fights, and then he was able to third party and rack up kills on competitors. I mean, it was just that's timing on interchange. That's how it is. I mean, it's unfortunate, but that's how the game is, you know.
Yeah, that's very true. And I mean, we see this time and time again. And that was the thing about it, was British Ubba didn't have anything wrong with his gameplay. His gameplay was flawless. He played the map well. It was just he was a little bit late to every single one of those fights, which then in this kind of competition in this round cost him some points because he couldn't get those rounds. Now, I want to talk about that fight real quick between Gary and Tangerine in the bookstore. So Gary got the drop on Tangerine first. I couldn't tell if the bullet ricocheted off of Tangerine's helmet or if it just missed, because it looked like it was going to be a headshot. But the biggest deciding factor was the magazine. Sick, would you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. Vaughn brought it up right after the fight. It goes to show you sometimes having more of something is better than having less of a better something. M61, we love it. It's great. Only 20 shots can cost you in a very specific scenario where you spend 2-3 shots pre-firing. That takes up, a bigger percentage than a 60-round mag, 2-3 shots pre-firing. And then when they just clash, you run out of ammo, you got to reload. It's, sometimes you get the bad end of that deal.
Sometimes you do, but Gary got the good end, and it worked out well for him. Well, everybody, I hope you have enjoyed the competition so far. Don't go anywhere. We still have 2 more very exciting rounds to come, but what we're going to do is take a short break real quick, go get a drink, run to the restroom, do what you got to, and then get your butts back here, because it's going to be one heck of a show. We'll see you in just a few minutes, everybody.
Echo team 10-0. Keep an eye out on your 6. Where there's one, there's more. Copy that, Echo. Proceed with caution. Copy that, Delta team 7-7 in about 5 minutes. Copy team, this is Bravo team 7-6. ETA in 3 minutes. Copy that, Bravo team.
All right, everybody, welcome back. I hope you guys ran, got a drink, used the restroom, because we have 2 very exciting rounds left to go. But before we get into those, let's take a look at our standings after the last 3 maps. Oh, I'm excited to see where everybody's falling. Oh, look at, wow, okay. Gary going ahead and pushing further out right now. Gary has already got as many points as the winner from yesterday with 78. I actually, I think that's wrong. I think it's reading wrong. I'm sorry. Angry Elmo, that we'll ignore yesterday's points, but Gary has 78 points. That's a lot of points. All right. After 3 rounds, then we have British Ubba taking second with 36, Tangerine Rabbit 28, and Acid with 5. I mean, there's still a lot of points to make up. We saw this yesterday with Rakunzel getting a lot of points yesterday. Lot of points yesterday in the last 2 rounds. So I'm not counting Acid Fire out just yet, but it's kind of a battle for second right now with the way Gary's pushing out. Because remember, the top 2 competitors from today move on. So that second place is going to be an item of contention. What do you think, Sick? You excited to see where these guys are going?
Yeah, I definitely think the strategy needs to be changed a little bit for everybody not named Gary. Gary, do you? I think you're good. I think the other 3 competitors, I think Acid needs to be a lot more aggressive and look for Ubba and Tangerine and see if he can potentially make them get 0 points, right? That's going to be crucial for him. And other than that, I think Ubba and Rabbit being so close, there's going to be a lot of micro decisions that influence the final standings.
Mm-hmm. Very true. And guys, there is a poll up in chat right now. Did you guys get to watch Trios last weekend? And if you did, you know what? How many days did you guys watch? We're curious over here at Evasion. We put a lot of work into these shows. A lot of works. Did you guys get to see Sick and Vaughn? Both of them decided that they didn't want to cast with me and they wanted to compete. I understand. That's fine. You guys don't love me. But no, they put on a great show. Sick taking second place. You know, you got the little 2 right there. But let's take a look at our next map, our next competition, and see where they're going. This one's a little different as it's a race to the end. Shoreline Die Hard Delivery. Now, this is a really awesome one because it kind of forces our competitors to try to move through the map as fast as possible without getting a run through. They're also carrying batteries. Now, Vaughn, do you think the batteries have any kind of impact on these competitors, or do you think that most of these guys have max strength and the batteries are like carrying double A's in their pockets?
Yeah, I'm thinking that most of them are going to have max strength, and the batteries aren't going to make too much of a difference. It's their decision making on this map that's going to be the big one. This is where what Sick was saying, the decision making is going to be a huge part on it's just this map. I mean, do you want to race to be first to extract, but possibly risk running to the other ones that are risking to be first to extract? It's going to be such an amazing event.
Yeah, and depending on where they spawn, we can get some interesting layouts of like where they can go on the map, because they have 4 options on where to drop the 2 batteries. So they can pick any of those 4 options, and it's like, which way do you go? Sick, go ahead and tell everybody what they can expect here.
All right, guys, this is Die Hard Delivery on Shoreline. They're tasked with racing while delivering 2 car batteries to any of the 4 eligible vehicles and killing at least 3 enemies. That includes scavs as well. And then failure to do either of those will disqualify you from extract points. So for the loadout, you got any weapon and armor, a pilgrim with those 2 big car batteries, 2 stims, and 2 nades, and the bands are the same as always. You got your vehicle list. You got the truck behind the admin building. That is the task truck. The ambulance in Resort Plaza, which is the blue keycard spawn. The car near the bridge at Power. And the green truck at Gas Station Crossroads. You can get additional points for a scav or guard kill, a PMC. You get bonus points for a PMC with the tag, 5 for Sanitar, and then you get 4 points for each battery. And on this map, very specifically, like Bunny said, it's a race. You get 10 for your first person extract, 6 for second, 3 for 3, or 3 for third, and 1 for the last extract.
You know, 3rd for 3, 3 for third, same difference. It all works out.
It's like BOGO, you know?
Same.
Yeah, it's like, exactly. So 10 points for first extract, that's a lot of points. I mean, you think about how many PMCs or how many scavs you would need to kill to make up those points. It's a lot. And what do you guys think? Do you prioritize getting that first, those 10 points? Vaughn, what do you think?
I'm almost curious as to how it would work trying to kill every other competitor first, because if you're the only one extracting, well, guess what? You're first extract. I'm really curious to see if anyone goes for that power move. And I'm going to say it, Gary. I think Gary's going to try to kill some people here. I'm going to be honest with you guys.
That's your vote? Gary murders everything?
He's got a decent lead. I think he goes for some kills here.
Do you think Gary doesn't even bring batteries and he's like, I don't need these, I'm just going to murder stuff?
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna. Yeah. I think he drops them right at the start.
Now, Sick, I am curious, what 2 drop-offs would you use? Would you stay towards the shoreline? Would you go up to Resort?
Well, this is a tough one. This is where the decision-making comes in on this specific event. I think it comes down to where these players spawn and where they break towards. Personally, I'm a speedrunner, right? So I'm going behind admin and the ambulance right outside where the blue keycard spawns. I'm hitting those 2 and figuring the rest out from there. Other players might go power to shore. I don't to the pier, sorry. I don't expect a lot of people to go from resort down to the pier.
Gotcha. Well, casters, go ahead and take it away, and we'll see what these competitors do right now.
Yeah, I won't do it. Yeah, that's fine.
Here we go. Everyone loading in. Let's see where they break off to. What everyone's strategy is.
They have the best spawn for putting down these batteries immediately. But
by far,
Vaughn, they got a minute. Let's see how fast these guys can run.
Looks like Acid is right on somebody. I can't see who it is. I think Acid's trying to go for some kills here.
Yeah, Tangerine's going wide left. Ubba and Gary, yeah, they're not particularly far away from each other right now.
Did you see Acid's gun? I am curious about that.
What are
He
we
has a
rocking?
PSO on
Let's
it.
see.
He has got, I think it's an AK with a PSO. Maybe a 103. I can't tell right now.
Okay.
But he's heading straight into
Acid
resort with
getting
it. I
into
like it. Let's
resort.
go, Acid.
Acid being aggressive. Last place, nothing to lose. I definitely like the aggressiveness. We have Gary coming in the back of admin, hitting this truck immediately. That is the strat that I like.
Placed.
Boom.
Battery.
Already placed one. Gary solidifying. Ubba popping a second stim. And he's going wide. Rate is hot.
Rate is hot. Looks like Gary's already getting shots off on Acid. Acid is low. I think Gary is going to look for an angle here to secure the kill. He's right behind the sandbags.
Acid can't afford. Acid can't afford to die this early. He's last place. He can't do it.
Gary looking for the kill. He knows where he is. No, Acid. Oh, GG's, buddy. I've been there.
Gary, following your advice, Vaughn.
I've been there, Acid. Gary getting the second drop off already,
Boosh.
and knowing, I think he knows it was a
You have to
competitor.
farm both before extracting, correct?
Yes, that's right. You have to climb both and get 3 kills.
Gary might just speed run this extract. He might just say, "I'm good. Let's take the extract." We got Tangerine Rabbit taking out sniper scavs. Gary has two eliminations already. Tangerine, we just saw him pick up his first, but he might get a second there with the second sniper scav. Oh yeah, you always got to watch out for the second one, guys. There's always two.
I do think these two are going to run into each other.
Yeah,
Gary just heard the
sees
shots from the
two
sniper scav.
scavs.
It looks like
Come on, Vaughn.
Tangerine's going into power station.
Nope,
Oh,
Gary's running away.
Breaking my heart again. Breaking
Dude,
my heart.
These
again.
guys, they're just dancing.
It's always so tense as from a caster's view. You just see them get so close, and then they just walk away.
Rabbit's running up to his second, or rather his first
Wait, what? Wait. Oh, there is.
car battery plant.
There's 4?
Jeez.
At the front of
Oh,
the
yeah.
tower.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Look, we have.
Where is Ubba at? Ubba's by Road to Is that Road to
Mine's
Customs
even better
extract?
than I thought.
Yeah, Ubba is wide. Vaughn.
Yes.
He's really out
He
there.
is not. He's doing an interesting thing. He has essentially said, "I am not interacting with anybody else. I'm avoiding everything." And he doesn't want to run into any other players. And I think that might pay off if he's the first extract. But if he's not the first extract, it's going to take a toll.
I can't believe that they're... Yeah, because their extract is definitely tunnel, correct, from where they spawned. He's just so far out there
100%.
right now that he's not gonna see anyone.
I wonder if he
I think
looks
he's
for
trying to
pure boat,
secure those
maybe?
extract points. Maybe, yeah, I have no idea. Maybe. Dare I ask, what is Gary doing?
Wide. What is Gary doing? Gary's speed
Looking for
running.
kills. He's looking for kills.
Points
willing
for
to
scav
bet.
kills.
No, he already got his he already has his 3. So he doesn't need any more, but well, of course Gary, you know, overachiever, picking up another scav kill.
There he goes, turning back around
It's
again.
just and he's oh no, he's not extracting. He's running back into the middle of the map. Classic Gary, guys. Classic Gary.
Ah, Gary. You dog.
I believe Tangerine has both his batteries down, and Ubba is moving up towards Weather Station.
We need to kill
Finally
Gary.
coming in from his long run.
He's getting too many damn
Yeah, I'm gonna
points.
be honest. Where Tangerine is right now on the shore, I absolutely dread going there. It's one of my least
it's
favorite
such a-
spots on this map.
Such an awkward position. That whole hillside above gas is
Yup.
staring at you. There's not a lot of movement, not a lot of spaces you can go to. I don't know. I wonder if he's regretting his decision right now.
PMCs.
Gary, I'm sure knows that he's doing very well in this tournament. He can really just afford to extract and kind of reset. Looks like Ubba's got some action.
Ubba's in an interesting
Is that
fight
a
at weather.
player?
We don't see a lot of action here.
It is a player.
Oh,
Let's go, Alba. There we go. What is there too?
makes it look easy, Vaughn.
There's never one more, right?
You got
There's never
No,
one
there's
more.
I believe that's in the Tarkov rulebook, Vaughn. There is never one more.
Oh, maybe that's why I
the
die
rules.
so much. I never read it. Yeah, that's my bad.
minus one.
No,
Wait, why am I like
Ubba making it look easy. I think that might be his first thing on the checklist of eliminations, but securing the tag, that's some good points for him.
respect?
And like we said, Vaughn, going into this round, it's a rabbit, acid, Ubba for second place kind of race.
Mhm.
Do you think Ubba is doing enough
Oh,
Literally
cheers.
just hit
to
me
get to
some
second?
D8.
I
respect.
strongly think that road to customs push was probably not the move.
Evasion GG on
I
that
think
gang or
he
no?
maybe he should have hung tight and pushed towards resort, or maybe even
Red on that gang.
here. Honestly, just to look
They
for
very
some
much
extra
do.
PMC kills while getting the plants done. You know what I mean?
Red or
Like
death.
Gary is playing the way I think Ubba should be
That's why I
playing
have
right now.
30 rules, mate. The rules. I gotta plant the car back.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
just in case.
Gary, even in first,
You know?
being incredibly aggressive,
Alright, so we have to
incredibly
down
free,
one PMC that's
Yo,
in the-
what's up?
kind of just doing his thing. Like almost like he's
Yeah.
not even in a
And he's-
tournament, Vaughn.
and looks like he just got
Hey,
a
he picked up
PMC
another
there.
kill.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Gary could be the first one to extract, or even the last one to extract, and I feel like he'd still be in a good spot. And he's still going for kills. I wonder if he's just denying points for the rest of these players right now, because he knows he's a little far ahead.
That's a great point. That's a great point. Point denial is huge. He denied acid any points immediately, unfortunately.
Looks like
But Tangerine,
Rabbit is going to secure the extract.
yeah, Tangerine
only.
making
No
the
firearms.
decision, first out, as quick as possible. Plus 10
Let's go,
points.
Tangerine. GG's. GG's, buddy.
We'll see. We'll see, Vaughn, if those 10 points are enough to make that worth it. You know what I mean? Is it worth it to be the first out? No more scavs, no more players, no more
Yeah.
anything.
I want to path this way.
I think in his
Six inches
position,
behind anyone.
it was worth it for the 10 points, considering they're, like you mentioned before, they're fighting for second.
Going into the
He's one of the
periods.
three fighting for second. I think that was a good move from Tangerine. I'm excited to see the scoreboard after. I want to see what happens with Ubba here. He's approaching Pier finally and making his way that way.
Yeah, Vaughn. Ubba is definitely I think our most intriguing player right now.
Did
You
he
saw
has he
Tangerine.
planted any batteries yet?
I think
Whether he
had
didn't
to
plant
have-
any yet.
Oh yeah. That's a good point, Vaughn. I don't know. He hasn't really been in any area to plant, has he?
Really?
I think
This
is
is going to be his first
this is the
attempt.
time.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the Asda truck that we have to plant the car. A car. back
Ubba
here.
might be playing too slow here, Vaughn.
I think
He
we're
might be
gonna come
too
back
cautious.
the way we are
I don't know if
now.
that's a I don't know if that's a thing you can be in Tarkov,
Oh, chat,
but
what do you
certainly
think?
in
Push to
a
clear or
Tarkov
yay or nay?
competitive speed environment,
When you
Actually,
place that
I
battery,
think he's being too cautious. What do you think?
though.
I have to be
A little bit, a little bit. I mean, Gary
Push next whenever you're done.
is just doing Gary
That's
things.
it.
There's no other way to say it, really. He's just doing Gary things.
Like,
Ubba looks like he's gonna get his first plant down, and then where do you think he goes from the next plant after this?
yep.
I think he has to
Runs
go
back.
up to power.
Just like
Yeah.
Runs back. I think he has to go up to power,
Wow.
lock up the.
I'm
the
so
second.
worried it's gonna be the same situation where he finds another couple dead bodies, and realize he missed like the scav points, even just the
And
scav
look
points.
at this. Look at this, Vaughn. Gary. Just out, no problem. Second to extract,
All right, let's get
getting
back
his
Yeah,
points
extracting.
locked in.
And
He definitely killed the
hopefully
most things
scavs
as well.
there.
We saw him kill
I
at
strongly
least
believe
6
that.
scavs or
Up to
so.
result, have a quick peek.
And at least 2 PMCs as well.
Bus station.
Yeah, for sure.
And, like, we'll just bounce around the scav spawns.
Yeah, he took out acid, and then we hopped in, and he was in by
All
no
the
man's
other
land,
competitors just-
and he was picking up another dog tag.
I know.
Okay, we got Ubba last here on the big screen.
Getting any
Last one in the
fights.
raid.
We've got max perception. We should be able to hear fights everywhere. We got some quiet raids, man.
I feel for Ubba, Vaughn. I feel for Ubba.
It's not the worst thing.
He's saying he had a quiet raid. I don't think Gary had a quiet a quiet raid. He had a couple
cool.
bits of action at least.
Quiet's
we found
quiet's
an
all in the
APMC.
perspective, right?
You know what? I think Ubba off the start he went for PMCs off of Roto's Customs. I think that was the actual move. I'm sad it didn't pay out. I actually wish he would have found a squad or a couple PMCs over there. I think it would have been it would have paid off definitely well for him. But it is unfortunate that he didn't see anyone.
Scavs around.
You, Vaughn, I think you're onto something there. I did not
Yeah, I think that's what it
anticipate.
was.
I didn't anticipate somebody. I don't know. I think he just went too. He went too wide,
Yeah.
and
too
he's
wide,
he's missed
unfortunately.
out on a lot of things. Is it going to cost him, Vaughn?
I think it already did. He's the last one in. No, he missed first and second extract, which were big points too. I mean, 10 points for Tangerine. That is huge for him, especially for this last bit where they're just trying to fight for second.
I'm not doing it.
Could not
I
agree
thought
more,
I'd made
Vaughn.
that out.
Could not agree more.
Didn't seem to work.
So we've seen. We saw Gary run through resort.
Chat.
We saw Acid attempt to run through resort. We saw
14.
Perfect. Tangerine just kind of take a very meandering path through power through pier,
Plenty of time.
and Ubba went
When
wide
there's
to
lower
customs,
player counts in
to the
raid
pier,
chat,
and now he's going back up to
sometimes
resort.
The scavs spawn on resort. Like
He
mad,
needs to
so
make up a lot of
Let's go
points. He
kill
needs
some
to see either a lot of scabs,
we've done
or
both of our car battery
a couple
things.
of players,
We need
or
a
Scamatar.
Anything at this point, yeah.
wallop load of
Anything.
kills
Anything at this
currently,
point. That's the toughest
wonder
part
if he
about
runs
this
up
map
here.
specifically.
I think.
Oh,
I wonder if he
Sees the
runs up
body?
here, Vaughn.
He's a competitor as
I
well.
wonder if he sees the batteries,
No, I know you ask. He's wearing
and he's
an
like,
enormous
"Oh,
bag
no."
on his back.
you know what I mean?
No one in their right mind.
yeah. I mean, he's not even looking for batteries anymore. He's looking for PMCs. I think he's not even trying to secure batteries anymore. I think he knows he's a little late, so he's like, okay, I'm just gonna go secure some PMC and scav kills at this point. I definitely love the idea of what Tangerine did. Tangerine played it where he avoided Gary and Acid, went to pier, knocked all the scav kills out of the way. Possibly, I mean, he was looking for PMCs, I'm sure, but got the first extract as well. I mean, that was just, it worked out so well for him.
All right, cool. Let's go kill things, chat.
Yeah, he did a great job in this run for
Is it
sure.
paying
Had a
one?
plan,
Oh,
executed
shit, I
it.
gotta wait for this nonsense to go away.
He just
And that's
got
great
head
to
tapped?
see in Tarkov.
Oh,
Did he
it's a
just get
golden
head
star.
tapped?
I hate it so much. I really do hate it.
I'm getting shot through the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, finding a scav. That's the start we need here.
Literally didn't even see that scav.
He needs a lot more scavs though.
Uh-huh.
Come on, there's gotta be more scavs than this. Bus stop.
Yeah, you hear him, Vaughn. He knows, right? He knows. He needs to
No one would've been
press,
this
press,
way
press.
because
And he's still
that'd
Vaughn.
be weird.
I don't know if he knows yet, but he still has to run the tunnel.
I have a feeling he knows everyone else extracted, so that's why he's trying to secure these points.
Doubt it. 328's not open.
Okay. That would make a great.
Pigram.
I have a feeling he has to, right? That's why. Otherwise, he
Oh,
would
this
be
is a
racing
quiet
for
raid,
extract.
chat. No.
Do you think he heard any of the fire from Gary or any of the fire from Tangerine, or do you think he was too far away?
I think he was too far away, honestly. I think he was way too far away. I love that he's running AP. That's a scary round to run into with a mutant, but it's just unfortunate he didn't see any of them.
Yeah, he's not messing around. He's like, I don't want to take my chances with BP. That's not good enough for me.
Could you give me a shout, Preppy, when we got 10 left?
Okay, he's gonna check
Thanks.
You're at 11 right now.
Oh, okay.
he's gonna check Rock Passage. It looks like. I don't know if he's gonna go into West.
You know, to just run around here.
Oh. the
Would you have
sniper
brought some
scavs are up.
range
That's an
for this map?
interesting thing.
I
Oh,
can't see a
absolutely.
thing, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
at
a
least long range
1000% running around with the voodoo. What's your favorite go-to long range, Vaughn?
It's not the voodoo, if that's what you're asking.
He's
You know
literally a
what?
tank,
I'll tell
Chad.
everyone here right now the best scope in Escape from Tarkov is the TAC 30.
It's another one.
All right, Vaughn, it was great casting with you. I gotta go.
Wait, can I say one more thing? Or maybe
No.
the Bravo.
No, go ahead.
Cut this way. Are there no extract campers? Nothing.
Nothing. No extract up either. He needs.
No,
I don't even know where he could go to find some more scavs.
10 minutes.
Gary already
Thank you. What a
kind of
weird
bulldozed his way through here, Vaughn. Where would you go? Late in the raid,
Super
looking for
strange.
points. Where are you looking?
Oh, we're at
Village for sure. I like the
Alright,
checking
let's
back
go-
here. I mean, he
let's
got a
go
scav.
check,
There's usually one by the bunker. And then
check
there's
the
a
lower
truck on the
west
way
lane.
there that I believe
Sound
Gary already cleaned up.
The,
So this is like the
bosses
unfortunate
aren't
thing that
where
he's
they
so
seem,
late
so
that
it's just
I don't think he expected someone like Gary to go through and clean all the scavs up already.
5 points.
And so for the most part, he's gonna find
Guards are
bodies again. I think. I really do. It sucks, but I think it's what's gonna happen.
Alright, let's go do it. Yo, Venom, dude, thank you for the gifted sub, man. Gifted sub to Preppy, hell yeah.
Well, guys, while we kind of have a moment here and we're just chilling out, waiting for British to find any of the remnants that Gary has left for him, make sure you head over to the Evasion website, evasion.gg, so that way you can find out what the rules set are. What are these people actually competing against? Find the calendar for when all of the events are happening, and make sure you guys are following Evasion on all the socials. You can find them at evasion_GG on pretty much everything. Casters, back to you.
Well, thank you, Bunny, for the updates on where we can find Evasion. We, surprisingly, Vaughn, have Ubba stumbling upon the bus stop, and nobody cleaned it up.
Where'd you go?
I thought Gary did, if I'm being honest. I was pretty sure Gary did.
I'm right there with you. I think
What?
Gary went a little
Okay,
bit
when did you
wider,
come in here?
and he went to that truck you were talking about. I know that truck. That
yeah.
one truck that's just there. Don't know why.
Oh, these are good points for
These are
Ubba.
good
These
points.
are really good points for
Yeah.
Ubba.
Alright, beautiful.
He needs
okay.
everything.
Let's
Every
head down
single
towards Highway.
point matters.
See if we can find this guy. It's definitely another competitor, I think. We're just gonna wait for stamina, chat. It's like nothing we can do. Yo, Sam! How you doing, dude? Oh my. How are you, Sam?
Vaughn, I can't help but think. Ubba is playing currently how Gary was playing off the start. You know, chilling, acting
Mhm.
like he owned the map. I'm
believe these
I'm
are-
so fascinated.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see the final scoreboard after Ubba gets out. I mean, he is getting a decent bit of scav points. Do you think he made enough scav points to make up for the third place placement points versus first place that Tangerine got?
Yeah, I think it's close. He at least got 5, right? 2 in
He's
2 in East,
Yeah,
2
he-
sniper scavs, six. Yeah, he maybe made up 7 points. That is
I
the
think
difference
he's making
for
it
sure.
up right now.
Kinda depends
Yeah,
on
he's
time,
making it
doesn't
up
it?
right now.
And you know, for as much as we harped on it, Vaughn, maybe the slow and steady pays off.
That's bad. In that case.
In this case, if he was racing for what he thought was first, I think it would have not paid off. But definitely in this case, where I believe he knows he's the last one in raid. I believe he knows he's been the last one in raid. And now he's just trying to rack up scav kills to make up for those lost points for placements. It's not a bad idea. It really isn't. You know.
He's hiding in the bush.
Yeah, and you never know if you're gonna run into a.
Yeah. Okay.
You never know if
Yeah,
you're gonna
he's
run
getting
into a
scavs.
player.
Is that the one?
But yeah, he's finding everybody. He's
He's
finding
getting a ton of
everybody
scavs
that
now.
Tangerine and Gary left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that must have been him. Okay, to the cottages, chat. Let's go. Cottages, Scav Island.
Man, he is milking
Honestly,
the
switch to
scavs.
Island. We'll go cottages.
Cottages. You heard him say it. Cottages, Scav Island. Plenty of opportunities.
Damn. Where was that? There's a guy still at gas. Interesting.
He just heard somebody at gas
wanna
station.
risk
Does he
it
push
all.
it?
Just to go
Oh,
over there.
no, he's not
I
gonna
I
risk
don't,
it.
I don't think so.
You know what I mean? Doesn't make sense, chat.
Another
Wow,
scav.
He's getting a
Oh,
lot of
Vaughn,
scavs.
he's-
I'd love to kill him, but
He's definitely made up the points for sure. And I think to your point, Vaughn, if
Alright,
you
one
were
scav.
racing and you came in third,
We
it's a
need
lot
to find
different than if you're
couple more.
going in with the plan
Roger that.
of taking your time and getting third, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh my lord.
I think it's exactly what
Scavs
Ubba
at,
did,
man.
and it seems to be paying off. I mean, he's getting a lot of scav kills here. It looks like he sees another. He hears another.
You know what we could do, chat, is go kill the scavs over there.
My
That might
goodness.
push us for time though. Nah.
4.5 minutes
It's
remaining, Vaughn.
tempting, but
You hear him talking. Maybe I go back, get some more here. Maybe I go back, get some more there.
fair.
The time is an issue now.
Oh, I nearly threw the golden star again.
He knows he's making it out. He's just trying to figure out, is it worth risking that player that he heard shooting over at gas station, running into him at the Scav Island, or
How about that one?
if it's just worth to get the extract.
Dude, this is so light. on
What would you do in this
scavs,
case?
It's really weird.
I'm not sure. With knowing how tight the scores were, I
Tease
almost
man.
want to lock up the extract and just make sure I get those 3 points, because you never know when 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. You know, that's the difference sometimes.
I didn't want to say. I like how you just you dance around the word. Lock up the extract. Isn't there like another term? I can't remember. We'll talk about it later. DMs.
Lock up the
I'm gonna
extract?
give away my secret strats.
Yeah, you're like dancing around something. I can't.
Are you insinuating that he should camp the extract?
I'm not gonna
no. Sir, that is not.
onto that roof, chat.
That is very frowned upon in these parts of the woods.
Is it?
But yeah, I would say so. Is it?
It's a genuine question. I like it. I mean, tactically waiting, of course.
No, yeah, you no camping, right? It's a
No,
C
never.
word. You can't use the C word.
Only one though. Holy. We've done all the things, haven't we? Yeah.
But he's
Turning
almost
up chat.
out. I think he's gonna.
He's
I
about
think
out of
just
the raid.
gonna-
I'm excited for him.
I think he's gonna be very happy with his raids.
I really do believe he made up a lot of those points and some from these scavs.
Kind of wish they were though. It's the one time I kind of wish they were, because I'd love a gunfight, but
He's gonna run over and see the 2 dead bodies that I think Tangerine left. And then I think you would put 2 and 2 together, right? At least one other person got out, maybe 2,
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm
maybe
sure.
maybe
I'm
even
sure.
3. You know,
Yeah, I mean, he never checked the body that he never checked Acid's body to see who was there. Obviously, the tags are gone, but
anyone on Scav Island?
well, yeah. I mean, you could definitely put 2 and 2 together. The Pilgrim,
mhm.
car battery.
I guess we
You'd be,
just
oh,
did it.
this
We've
is,
got it.
you know, this is another competitor.
Yep.
Dead scavs here. Someone's already been through here.
Does he hear someone? No shot. I think he
What
hears
is
someone
this?
sick. This is what we're talking about. I think that's was that a scav or PMC?
I don't know. He's got a minute 30.
That
That's
looks
a-
like
That's a
that's
player.
PMC.
Yeah, we dropped him. GG's.
And just like
He's
that,
got
he
him-
took him out, Vaughn.
Them were there.
1 minute.
I think did that get him?
Need to get the tag in.
Is he sure? Oh, he got him.
And we know the rules, Vaughn.
GGs.
There's never one more, right?
Wow. He did get him.
What a
Yeah.
shot by Bubba.
GG's, Hubba. See, I was worried about it. Hubba was hoping for it.
We found
He ran
some
into the PMC here over at Gas.
Oh,
Massive raid.
that
for
is
Hubba.
true,
Let's
Vaughn.
go,
Big
dude.
brain.
GG's.
GG's.
Great raid. Full
Phew.
raid timer from Ubba.
That's it. Not even close, alright? Not even close. We take those. Alright, finally. So we got 2 PMCs.
Well, casters, I mean, wow, what a raid from these competitors. I mean, unfortunate acid fire getting TARKOV once again. Gary having his number all day. I mean, Gary just... I kind of felt bad watching British, knowing, like, we knew that Gary had just gone through and decimated the entire map. It seemed like that was Gary's tactic, Vaughn. Do you think that's what it was? Gary was like, I'm going to kill everything and leave nothing for my competitors?
I keep going to the mindset that Gary has some crazy tactical plan that he's going in with. I think it's just kill everything. I'm starting to believe it's just kill everything on the map, and it looks like it's paying off.
Well, and then we see, I don't know if you guys realize this, those were British Ubba's first 2 PMC kills of the tournament that he just got right there. He has had no other PMC kills at all. I mean, that's kind of an insane thing to realize. Like, you've been watching this entire time. He's doing well, and it's like, wait, that's your first 2 PMC kills? So it's a very interesting thing. But let's see how that's played out for him. Let's take a look at the scoreboard and see where everyone is falling right now. Gary doing Gary things with a 104. And then second, British using all of that time, taking third with the run out. I think that really worked out well for him, staying in the raid, getting those 2 PMC kills, picking up those tags and securing it, getting a few bonus points for being third, pushed him into 62. Tangerine sitting at 49, and Acid sitting at 5. Now, this is what's going to get interesting here, because remember, the top 2 from today move on to the competition next weekend, and this is really close going into the last map. Tangerine kind of like, it's one of those moments where it's like you are playing against other competitors, but you're kind of playing against yourself right now because you can't make mistakes. Sig, what if you're British, what is your game plan going into this last map?
If I am British, I think we be very... I mean, I don't know. I want to say be aggressive, but the way he's been playing, slow, methodical, I think you just got to go with what works for you. In this one specifically, there's no speed component, so I think this might favor him. You just got to make sure that you don't lose 13 points somewhere, or you make sure that you don't go out with a goose egg while Tangerine's still alive.
Well, and I want to bring up something else that happened earlier that I'm blaming you two for. You guys realize that Tangerine would probably be in second place right now without your stellar advice that you guys gave them. You realize that, right, Vaughn?
Whoa. Hey, you knew what we were gonna say, and you asked the question. That's your fault, all right?
Oh, I'm getting the blame for your guys' advice. All right,
blame Bunny.
But I mean, we do have to take that into account, because Tangerine Rabbit did get so many negative points in that rat run. It has affected where his standings are right now. So the question's going to be, and we'll find out in a minute, if that is going to affect what we see as an outcome. Now, I do want to take this moment real quick to once again thank everybody that works here at Evasion behind the scenes as volunteers. We have a great group of people here. I mean, we're honestly a family. There's really no other way to describe it. Think all of the battle mods that we have today, they put in so much free time so much time that's all volunteered. We have Preppy for British today. We have Boosh helping Tangerine out, Venom Snake helping out Acid, and then Cringe with Gary today. I think Cringe is sitting pretty. He's just kind of sitting back, relaxing, letting Gary do what Gary does, right? But Are you guys excited to get into this last map, this last event of the day? Let's go ahead and take a look over at Bombs Over Reserve. Now, this is one of my absolute favorite events that we have of the day. All of our competitors will be going onto bombs or over onto reserve to throw smokes down and drop some TNT. They have specific gear that they have to wear. Vaughn, how do you feel about this event?
This is probably mine is interchange my favorite one as well. You never go through reserve and not see something just absolutely crazy happen where somebody makes 30, 40 points in one raid. This is a game changer. This raid is reserve has always been a game changer for evasion tournaments, and it's by far my favorite one every single season.
Yeah, reserve is an interesting one because of the bonus points. Now, Sick, what do you think's going through other people's minds that's not in this competition, whether they're player scavs or they're PMCs, and they're just seeing smoke billow from all of these rooftops? What do you think's going through their heads?
I mean, it's just like any other reserve raid, right? Oh, look, that's weird. Huh, that's weird. Huh, that's weird. No, they might look at Black Pawn and just see just 5 smoke grenades and think, oh, maybe somebody's memeing or whatever. But little do they know, Bunny, it's a competition.
Exactly. And we've got some killers on this map. I mean, Gary specifically, it's going to be kind of crazy. Now, I am curious, or actually, go ahead, Vaughn, give us the rundown, because I'm curious exactly what the rule set is.
Okay. This one is Bombs Over Reserve. PMCs are tasked with placing a TP200 TNT brick in the control room of the underground bunker and marking the listed 5 rooftops with smoke. You must be on the rooftop when you're placing the smoke grenade on. For loadouts, we got any weapon, armors, we're going to use Zabrals, Thor carriers, and Altons or Rice Tees. Any rigs and backpacks are allowed. 2 stims and 2 grenades, 5 smoke grenades, and 1 TNT brick have to be brought in. Not allowed, same thing as always, GL, Mark 18, Reap by Ours, Fleers, T7s, and no run-throughs. So for the locations of these, it's going to be the Black Pawn, White Pawns, King, White Knight, and Rook by the Dead Scav. The TNT location is going to be in the underground bunker in D2. And for points, we got Scav, Raiders, Guard kills are all 1 point. PMCs, again, are 1 point. PMCs with tags are 3 points. Task points are going to be 2 points each. Killing Gluhar is going to be 5 points. And extraction is going to be 5 points. Some bonus points here if you extract when you activate and use the automatic door extract.
Now that right there, what you just stated is my absolute favorite thing that Evasion has kept through all of the reserves is the extract double bonus, because it's like ringing the dinner bell. Like you go there, you flip that switch, everybody on the map knows exactly what that means. And we've seen this a few times. I mean, there was a guy camping in the truck yesterday. I don't know if you caught that, but there was a guy camping in the back of the truck right over there by the hermetic door extract. And it's just makes for such an interesting competition, because we see our competitors time and time again get into some interesting situations over there. Sick, if you are one of the competitors fighting for second place right now, do you do the double extract?
No chance.
Hopefully you'll be my
Absolutely not. We're already going to be running around the map like crazy. I'm looking for a nice, clean D2 or no backpack extract. That's what I'm looking for.
Gotcha. Well, let's find out right now. Casters, take it away, and we'll see what unfolds.
Here we are, everyone loading in the last 5 seconds before the last raid. Let's see it. Sick, I gotta ask.
Vaughn,
what
who
do you
you
think
got?
Gary does?
Who you got? No.
I gotta ask.
I don't care about what Gary does, because we already know his plan. Vaughn. We've talked about it. He's going to kill everybody.
I want to see what Ubba does. I'm not sure if he knows the scoring, but he's got an okay lead right here. Him and Rabbit are going to be fighting for second. I want to see what their strategies are. I'm going to be focusing on these two for the most part. It looks like Rabbit's going straight into school. And is he going up or down? That's the question.
Oh, he's going down, Vaughn. I like this. I like this a lot. Acid.
Going for some Raiders,
Acid.
PMCs.
Vaughn, is there any way Acid could make up all these points?
You know what? I've seen crazier things. I've played in evasion tournaments where I've lost to crazier things on the reserve raid. It's possible. It's a lot of points. It's possible though. Yeah, it's definitely possible. If Rabbit and Ubba go down, and Acid has the craziest raid of his life, he can clinch second right now.
Tangerine in Black Pawn going up to the roof.
Oh, here we go. Oh, Tangerine takes down Acid. No! Oh my.
Don't tell me who that is.
Can we get some GGs
Yeah,
for Acid?
Acid.
I've been there.
Yeah,
I've been there. Listen. We've
Poor
all
Acid,
been there.
Vaughn.
Can we get some GGs for Acid? GGs to Tangerine as well. Good shots, man. But we need some GGs for Acid. That was we've all been Tarkov before.
Yeah, I think Acid ran into a competitor every single raid. That's
I think it
unlucky,
was a
man.
competitor every
Hate
single
to
raid.
see
Yeah,
it.
that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah. No, he got the short end of the stick today. Gary is moving up towards his second objective. Tangerine looking for another player.
He's fighting.
Firing
Looks like he's got
into
shots
the
up.
flashlights.
Oh, these stairs are so hard to fight on.
We don't know. We don't know what's. We couldn't see anything.
on, Rabbit.
Flashlights. Smile. Popping the proppy. Is he gonna go back down, Vaughn?
I think he's gonna push up and rotate the other side and try to rotate back down from the other side.
I
Looks
think
like
he's
that's what
going
he's
up to
doing
claim his
now.
objective. He sees the smoke. That must be an interesting feeling as a competitor. You go up to the roof, you see the smoke.
Swapping out face shields. I like it.
Always come prepared. Always come prepared. These guys are juiced to the gills. 17 armors on them, 17 face shields, a bunch of ammo, enough to go through everybody. And Tangerine's going back down. And we know it's not another competitor. We see Gary up at Dome. We see Ubba out by Harry Poggers.
Well, that was one of the boys.
I'm sorry, was that Poggers?
Yes, Harry Poggers. Poggers in the
Oh,
chat.
okay.
Tangerine Rabbit making his way over to White Pawn now.
He's fight. Tangerine looks like he's. I feel like he's gonna try to take this fight. I know he wants to get these objectives planted, and he's gonna try to get that quickly. But I don't think he's gonna shy away from this fight.
I wonder if he knows whether or not he took out that guy.
Ubba's taking
we didn't
shots
see him go for a
into
dog
Harry
tag.
Poggers, as you like to call it.
Yep,
It looks
Harry
like it's a
Poggers,
player
first
too,
blood,
the way
Harry
he's fighting
Poggers.
it. Yeah.
Oh!
Fuck.
Oh no!
He was
Gary
so
takes him
sad.
down!
GG.
GG's.
Oh, GG's Tangerine. Oh man.
GG's.
And Vaughn, just like that, Gary playing the spoiler in the second and third
Huge
place
tags.
battle. What a shot
gotten-
from Gary.
Has Gary gotten a PMC kill every raid minus customs?
Nice.
A competitor kill? Sorry, a competitor kill?
Yeah.
I believe he has. Yeah.
Yeah.
To the train
Wow. He is
Just
really
goes to
playing that
show you,
aggressive
Vaughn.
game.
It just goes to show you the thing we talked about at the beginning of the competition today. Take out your opponents. It pays. I don't care what Bunny says.
I felt like he attacked us a little there, and it's paying off for Gary. Oh, GG's up. Looks like he got a kill there.
Bloody crab gang.
Yeah, Ubba can just roam free. I don't know. I guess I don't know if they're aware that Tangerine has been eliminated.
All right.
So Ubba's gonna play it out as if he was still in there. You know.
So
Gary-
Ubba's actually getting rewarded for this because he's going for the train depot smoke grenade first before even going to the pawns. And so he's avoiding all this conflict, getting his objective planted, and now he's going to be going back after it's kind of been cleared out.
Yeah, Vaughn, I want to talk about this. I've noticed a trend in these evasion solos. And the trend is there's 3 players that constantly fight each other in one way, shape, or form.
No one can see your link.
And then there's always the
Links above. If you
pacifist.
want the rules, exclamation mark,
And
colon,
I don't know
exclamation
which
mark,
strategy is correct or incorrect or better or worse or whatever.
Now I give you the rules.
But it just kind of seems that
You'll be able to
competitors
then choose them.
gravitate towards each other, if you know what I mean.
Even imagine not having
Mhm.
much endurance and strength
It's
with this.
relevant.
I mean, the idea of
That's
taking
interesting.
another competitor out is always just such an appeasing idea. Someone getting 0 points while you get, I mean, even on the customs one, even just taking out a competitor and you maybe getting 5 points, they're still getting 0, you know? So I agree with the idea, but I mean, right now, Ubba, I mean, we're seeing both playstyles play out right now, and they're both working.
I know. Yeah, I was just keep.
Yeah, I kind of salivate at the idea of taking out other competitors.
I know. I have to be.
Did
up
you say
here, right? And then-
salivate?
I said salivate, yes.
Stay on the roof.
Wait, it has to stay.
Learning
What
a
did you
lot
think
about
I
as
said,
we go on,
Vaughn?
Sig. I'm just learning a lot about my fellow caster here, just as we go on, and I'm not upset.
Mm.
That's all. I want you to know that I'm not upset.
Okay.
I think it's vague clouding on the roof. We're okay.
Looks like Ubba's got it planted, and he's gonna be going back to pawns now.
You're good.
Dude, I'm up there standing in like the fattest guy in the server. You know what I mean?
Let's see if Gary
Standing on a roof.
has
I
that
don't
juicy
know, it's
angle
like a
still
like,
on the roof.
What are the chances
Oh, but
Gary
it looks like
sees Ubba on the way
I
back
think
here?
it's pretty good. Gary's looking to complete all of the objectives.
Touchdown, throw it on the ground where it bounces like 10 feet in the air.
I thought that would be cool, like a celebratory. Boom!
He's moving in
Celebrate,
towards
you know?
the Knights. This is always an interesting pathway to take towards the Knights. You run down this wide open hill into this wide open field, and then you got to do a little dodge and weave through some barbed wire, and then you're in a little bit of cover.
I will make sure they are nice.
I always
Nice
get
thing is
scared
he
running
cleared
down
out
that hill,
dome.
Vaughn.
Yeah, the nice thing is I like what I like about what he did is that he cleared out dome before he ran down. That's usually where I'm terrified of running through that hill.
All right, so we've done White Knight and
I'm always afraid
I-
of somebody in one of the
Now we've
windows.
done King.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm really worried that.
Leave Hematic. We need
That's
to go-
unfortunate.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We wanna rotate
That
So he
is
might miss. He's missing out on one of them unless he.
Go out here.
Well, did he loot the other competitor that he killed?
We want to rotate wide through Scabland.
And he knows that. He
Oh,
just
that's a
said he
good
has to kill
point.
one.
We'll pick up any
Yeah, he has to kill one. He knows that.
Straight in front of us, kind of
But he
thing.
hasn't looted the
Oh, I
body
guess-
yet. In
We want to avoid the other competitors wherever possible.
No. He looted the body. He didn't take the smokes because, you know, why would you need extra smokes? You're not
Yep.
going to waste any smokes, right?
I'm curious if these guys are going to see each other. I mean, he's going through the night building. Is that white or black knight? I can't tell.
He's in white. He's in white right now. We got Ubba out in the field back behind white by the tanks. Is Gary going to take a peek out here? If he does, he will surely see Ubba and be able to maybe eliminate the final competitor alive. He'll go 3 for 3.
I think he's going to take a peek. I think he's going to take a peek.
Oh. Come on.
Oh my goodness.
No, just look out there. No, just
Gary,
look.
don't do this to me.
Oh, he's doing his
Gary's
plant.
doing it all over again to me.
No, I think Gary's focused on the tasks at hand.
I understand. I want to see blood though. I want to see these guys duke it out.
Don't we all, Vaughn? Don't we all? Yeah, it looks like Gary's gonna go back potentially and loot and get those smoke grenades on the player on the roof.
These guys are.
But they're
getting
really close, Vaughn.
Close. They're getting so close to each other.
They've been doing this all
Ubba
day.
had to have heard that. Ubba had to have heard that, and I think he might try to avoid it. He already said he wants to avoid PMCs right now.
Right, to get second. We just need like a solid 30-pointer, and we should be golden.
We got Gary in mustard. Is he gonna work his way back up to dome?
If we play smart,
I mean,
should be okay.
No,
Ubba's
he's
playing
just
it
going right
smart.
for it.
Ubba's playing it smart. He knows
Naturally, we can
that
kill
Tangerine needs to have a great raid, and for Ubba to have a bad raid. So Ubba, his mindset is, I just need to survive, and I need to get at least 30 points on. You know, that's a very smart strategy.
If I have a good raid and he has a good raid, I still come out on top. If I have a bad
100%.
raid, he has a good raid. That's the only time I could lose this.
Mhm.
But
So
Ubba,
into the gun
slow, methodical,
as well.
patient is the name of the game.
Alright, we have to check
believe Gary's
This is
going
the
back to
kind of
grab
thing
the
that
smokes
blows
right
my
now.
mind, Vaughn.
As well, like that.
Gary's run all around this map again,
Here.
and Ubba
I
has
would.
kind of.
This is the map where I call it. I die if I do what Gary's doing. You
That's
know?
what I'm saying.
Man, I should be out.
Yeah.
He's out in the open. Nobody's looking at him.
What servers you on, Gary?
We've got 2 PMCs and tags as well, chat, haven't we? So
Okay, here we go. Here we go. He's doing what you said, Vaughn.
knows
getting
he's got it. He
another
knows he's
smoke
got
off
it.
the player.
There we go.
He has one more objective to go. I think it's just his rook.
you're only allowed 2
He-
SJ6s. 2 stims, yeah. Okay, we've done that roof, so we don't actually need to do that.
Now I wonder, production, can you tell me, has any competitor completed all of the reserve objectives before? I wonder, Vaughn.
We just had someone fighting in King, so walls gold, baby.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess.
Yeah, I do.
Sorry, I
yeah.
thought it was going to be really cool, but I guess a lot of people do this. So sorry, Gary.
Sick. You sounded so excited for that one too. Apparently, a good bit of people get the objectives completed.
Yeah, I thought I was going to make a really good point. I guess not.
It's no, you're right. I just love the excitement behind it. Sick. I love the excitement behind it.
Yes, this is my first day with normal hours again because I was
All right, Gary,
They
fresh off getting his new smokes.
She'll run this way.
prepping for this.
Vaughn, they're on another collision course.
Will
they finally
have to.
collide?
Gary, don't you turn around on me. They have to run into each other right now.
They're right next to each other, Vaughn.
Oh my God!
There's no way.
shot, dude. Oh, it's all right,
Dude.
It's all right, Sick. It's all right, Sick.
Vaughn.
It's all right, Sick. I'm not stressed. Oh, did Ubba hear him? No, he didn't. Oh,
How do we do this,
oh
Vaughn?
my God!
They're teasing us,
The
Vaughn.
stress. The stress. I can't do this.
Here's shots over
Dude, this is
by
why my hairline's
the
receding,
or
Sick.
whatever.
This right here. All because of casting.
We want to go onto the roof here.
I have never. Well,
Honestly,
to be
this is
fair,
gonna
we don't
rotate
really.
us up here.
We don't
to the
really
staircase.
get to see multiple POVs in a single raid,
Favor
you know,
our
like we do with
kick
the
on the
evasion
way
tournaments
forward.
and et cetera, et cetera. But it is really fascinating
Through the bottom floor.
how close a lot of these competitors have been to each other without ever giving off a complete audio cue, gunshots, anything to signal that they're a building away, a walk around a corner away, you know? It's crazy to see that.
Touchdown.
And it's not like we're just seeing this on reserve. This is every map. This is every single map. This is what happens every single raid. I like to believe. You're just right there next to somebody, and then you just barely pass them.
Thank you.
Yeah, you just never know. Uh-oh. He threw another smoke. Luckily, he picked up 5 off the potty.
Practice run of this,
Sorry, Gary, you got some to spare this time.
game mode today. Not at all.
And Ubba is across the map, far, far away from Gary, looking to complete all of his objectives.
It's so annoying, isn't it?
I don't think we've seen it, Vaughn. I don't think any of the competitors have gone into the basement. Maybe they're all looking for D2 extracts?
Golden Stars.
I was thinking the same thing. I don't think anyone's hit it yet,
Thing is they
so
always,
no clue if it's clear or not, or if there's raiders down there.
affected your energy, which is
It's-
a labs main.
You have to be
It's
on the front
this is where it's risky for Ubba now.
Spawn lunchboxes all over labs.
All right, here's Gary
Which is why
planting
all
his
labs mains use golden
smoke on Rook.
But yeah,
And I
that
believe that is all of his smokes planted. And I believe Ubba
curious.
also has all of his smokes planted, or he might have one more to
Done
go.
that, we
Not
just
sure.
Go plant the TNT, chat.
But Ubba's going to be our
That
first
push.
competitor down
Come on,
into
mate,
the
if I
basement,
watch.
Vaughn.
Yeah,
That
funny
push
looking.
into D2 is just always so stressful. You can see him take that moment to just kind of wipe his forehead. We can do this. Like I've been there. I get that feeling every
Oh.
time I go down there.
Vaughn, Gary's out.
not making this.
Gary's really he's extracting. Wow.
How many time we have left?
Gary also hit the button. He's going to get his double extract points, too. Well done,
Hey,
Gary. What a monster
he-
raid from Gary, huh?
I don't know if I saw him go down to D2, but if he got down to D2 planted that TNT brick, that is a massive raid for him. You can hear it from him too. Yeah, that was a massive raid for Gary. Let's go, dude. GG's, buddy.
And once again, Vaughn, last on board with Ubba. Oh, yeah, you actually do see the TNT brick on the ground. He just saw it. He walked over it. So I believe Gary did get down here. So he hit everything. All the objectives and the big double extract bonus.
Yep.
And you hear Ubba too, Vaughn?
Yep.
He's saying, oh, there's only one other brick here.
That's kind of weird.
In
I wonder
Ubba's
how
mind,
excited he's
is
getting.
that tangerines? Is that tangerines?
14 minutes, 30 seconds.
Ooh. Okay, thank you.
He's got to be thinking that. Is that Gary? Or is that Tangerine that planted that brick? Does that change his playstyle? Does he go for more kills? What does he do here?
Alright, we got the
I think he just milks.
Okay.
There's plenty of stuff. He's healthy.
Erase their points. I don't think so, dude.
No armor damage. You know, plenty of ammo. I think you just kind of milk this.
It's worth a shot, I guess. Yeah, worth a shot, dog. I like it.
Wait a minute.
Wait, hold up. That's kind of logical.
We already know, Vaughn. We already know. We are the
we
glorious overlords. We already know.
Back up to King.
He is
Actually,
big chillin'.
back up to King. What am I doing?
Yeah, I mean, he can take the rest of the 13 minutes to get the plants.
I'm
At
like
this
Arizona
point,
genius.
would you go for the
Zero.
dramatic extract?
8 days.
Would you go for it? Would you
I
go
don't
for it late?
if
Hell yeah.
yeah, if I'm Ubba,
White porn. That's exact. Yeah. white porn, that's what I meant.
probably not. Just because
No joke.
I don't think those extra 5 points are going to be
It was crazy.
the difference in this
Where you
exact
going?
instance.
It only took me
Mhm.
507.
But-
do you think that Ubba believes that he has enough points to kind of just secure it
No idea where I found it. I can't remember.
right now? Or no, not even Ubba believes. Do you think right now that Ubba secures second place with this? I mean, it's we won't know until the very end of the raid, but I mean, he's had a decent raid so far.
It didn't reply.
Yeah, he's hit all the objectives, right? There's nothing more, no more objective
Yeah,
points
just
to
like
get.
the other way
Oh, wait,
around.
actually, he has 2 more
That's-
smokes. Oh, he has to smoke the pawns.
Two more.
Vaughn. He has to smoke the
Mhm.
pawns. Yeah, I think if you just get all the objectives, that's plenty. Oh!
No, there is someone up there.
Oh, dude, there's
What
no
are they
match,
doing up
bro.
there? Oh, you know what? I
Camping
think
it?
they were looting the bodies
Oh, that's
of the other competitors.
heartbreak.
They could have been. They could have been, Vaughn. What a raid. GG's out
That's
there.
match 12.
What a raid. GG's, Ubba. GG's.
Wow.
Alright, well, we got 2 PMC kills, 3 scav kills. We did 4 out of
Wow.
the 6
Okay,
objectives.
gentlemen. Wow. Like I'm kind of at a loss. I wasn't really expecting that at all. I was you just see him come around the corner and somebody is looting Tangerine's body and yeah, that turned out to be something. But, you know, Ubba doesn't know. Like Ubba doesn't know what we know. So we know that Ubba can thank Gary for doing what Gary does and murdering everybody for helping Ubba secure that second place. But just to be sure, our caster our battle mods will be tallying up, double checking all of the points, just so we know. We get it. Like man, I'm like at a loss because I was not expecting that to just flip so quickly. But Gary did what Gary did. Vaughn, what do you think? Like, and by the way, I do want to point out real quick before we move on to the question. Gary did what I suggested on customs. He didn't kill anybody. He didn't kill any other PMCs. He ratted up, looted it, and got out. And guess who's winning? Gary is. So I just wanted to point that out. But Vaughn, what did you think about Gary's play style and his patience there?
I think that Gary played it really well. He knew that people were gonna be going to the top of pond, and so what he did, he's got on those rocks up top. He waited for them to get on the roof, like he saw Tangerine, and got the kill. I mean, there's just really no other way to play. It was a smart play, and then he got the rest of the objectives planted, got the quick extract. He knew he was ahead, and he got out those points. I can't really argue with that play. It was an awesome play. Yeah.
Very, very nice. I do, before we go any further, I do want to point out that, Sigma did say that Evasion's going to buy you a booster chair, Vaughn, for the next cast, so that way you're up higher in
I
the
don't know
camera.
what you guys
But
did.
we talked about this. So the
You
problem
said you wouldn't bring it up.
Chat, yeah, the problem is Vaughn's camera is actually in the hallway, because his head's so big that it has to go really far away so we can center him in the camera. So the booster seat won't really help for this, but we appreciate the offer.
You changed, Bunny. You changed, man.
I love you so much, Vaughn. I love you. But let's go ahead and take a look at the brackets and see where our competitors are standing. Who is moving on? With no surprise, Gary did what Gary did all day. He played his game, absolutely decimated the competition with 134 points. Moving on to the semifinals B group next on November 14th. And in second place, thanks to, in part, kind of thanks to Gary, British Ubba, but, a credit to his own skills also. 79 points, still a great showing. Moving on to be facing Blank TV on November 13th. Great showing by Tangerine Rabbit. Had a couple of hiccups. It happens, unfortunately. And Acid, here's the thing. Guys, don't let Acid score. Think that that's how Acid is a killer. I have seen Acid play. I've lurked in Acid stream. Acid is a killer, and it's just Tarkov. We all have those moments. Oh, good old Tarkov. It's about timing, and sometimes the timing's not with us, but much love to everybody. And once again, thank you all so much for being here. I honestly can't thank them all enough. And and here's the other thing. Acid Fire and Tangerine both were late call-ups. They were people that, or Acid Fire was a late call-up, and it happens. It really does. But guys, that is going to do it for us today. We have had one heck of a show. And once again, want to thank everybody that works behind the scenes, all the way from our head battle mods, Garlam and Brian, to our production of Hotel, to every single body that puts in so much of their free time to put this show on. I also want to shout out the amazing casters that we had today. Sick, go ahead, tell everybody where they can find you.
Well, guys, you can find me on Twitch every day at 4 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/sickdegenerate. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and also TikTok. All at Sick Degenerate.
All at Sick Degenerate. And the man, the myth, the legend, Vaughn, where can everybody find you, brother?
Same thing. I stream every day minus Thursday on Twitch at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You guys can find me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. My TikTok just has one video. It's me. I kissed my roommate. But we're gonna move past that. Yeah. I'm pretty loud. If you guys want to drop by, it means a lot to me.
Awesome. And once again, I was your host for today, Unfluffy Bunny. You can find me at twitch.tv/UnfluffyBunny almost every single day, and on all of the socials at UnfluffyBunny. Guys, we are going to be sending it over to our champion, I believe. And we're going to go interview Gary over on his channel. Guys, once again, make sure you head over to evasion.gg's website and follow all of Evasion on their socials so you can always get up-to-date information. And that's going to do it for us. Thank you all so much. And once again, thank you, BSG, for sponsoring this season of the solo battles. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the next round. Much love, everybody. Have a great night.